Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now.
Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Oh, yeah. Help is needed. Always right here on the Dr. Greenthumb Show, live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site, www.breal.tv. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Dr. Greenthumb. Hello. To my right, been waiting on my man to come into the show for a while, man. Tracy Murray up in the building.
What's going on, B?
Good to have you here finally, man.
Thanks for having me, bro.
We've been talking about this for a minute, and my man GF, the Godfather, the legendary one here,
Big bro,
helped set it off. Thank you, GF.
yes.
He is also in the building, obviously. And the iconic one, Eric Big Drum Bobo, is here.
Yeah.
Mhm. And we got the boys in the treehouse crew, Bolton, Blombo, Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, how you doing today, B?
I'm good.
Backing it.
Always. You know what I'm saying? And we got the Concentrate King, Cali Blaze, up in here.
We had C.
Oh,
Past him.
that's right. C
There he
minus
is.
Yeah.
in the nest with snacks.
Yeah, me and the homie.
Banging with snacks.
Yeah.
Smoke it, bro. Smoke it.
Snacks is gang banging today.
Always stay thugged out.
Staying tripping, you know what I'm saying? And we have the Concentrate King, Cali Blaze in here. Snacks threw me off, man. He's totally bleeding on us right now.
Too good, baby.
You know what I'm saying? This is a good table today, man, because we've been, Tracy and I, like I said, we've been like talking about it for a minute, and you finally had the time to come down, man. And congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Watched you play for a number of years till you retired, man, and
Appreciate it.
you got that ring.
Man, Houston Rockets, baby.
That's
Got
right.
that ring with Houston, and I jumped on Clyde's coattails on that trade, and then jumped on Akeem's back in his backpack, and he carried us home, man.
What a time y'all had with that, man.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that's won a championship, they know the difference between being in the league and being a champion.
Yeah.
Like, that was the most unselfish team I've ever played for.
Yeah, y'all all worked together. Everybody got to eat on that team.
Everybody knew their role.
Yeah.
And, my role wasn't big on the team. Mine was to work hard in practice, cheer the team on, because I
Right.
was new to the team.
Right.
Clyde, that was the guy that the trade was for.
Yeah.
Clyde got to come in and
You got to
get with
produce.
Dream and let's go, because, the year before they won it, but then they were still celebrating and they needed a shot in the arm.
Yeah.
So Clyde was that shot in the arm.
Yeah,
he was hungry still. He was home.
Yeah.
Houston's his home. He was with his boy again.
And
the
he got
Phi
one.
Slamma Jamma.
That's right.
So that was a really cool time for all of us.
Yeah, man. It was a trip to see y'all do that. I'm a Lakers fan, but y'all was money.
Well, I ended up coming back for him.
I know you did. I know you did. I saw it.
I grew up a Laker fan too, man. I grew up in Michael Cooper's basketball camps, and Cooper's always been we're Pasadena guys. So,
Yeah.
His our families were close. So I grew up around him, watching him, and my dad looking out for him, and my grandfather and his uncle hanging out. So our families are close.
Yeah.
So I do ABC 7 with him with the slam dunk
And
show.
I
We
seen
did it
that.
yesterday.
Yes, I saw that.
Yep.
I watched.
Yep. So Lakers has always been in my blood. I grew up a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar fan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean
the
that
cap,
was, Hey, to me, he's still the guy.
Yeah.
They
all
can
say
they can say who is who.
yes.
Everybody's responsible for moving the game forward in their eras.
True that.
Kareem is that guy to me still, because that's what I looked up to.
He will always be too.
That's real talk, though. I mean, you could put MJ up there next to him, but I don't feel like. I mean, and this is not just as a Laker fan, but as a basketball fan, I think you got to put both those guys on the same pedestal if you're going to. You know what I mean? Because dude's got 6 rings, 5 with the Lakers, 1 with the Bucks. Had the all-time scoring champion title, so many MVPs, so many All-Star games.
Changed rules for him.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
I mean,
didn't he win?
changed rules for him. He impacted the game.
Yes, he did.
And one thing MJ didn't do is fly a plane. So
True that.
he was a pilot too. So
Didn't Kareem? Didn't he win championships in high school, college,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
all 3? Right.
He was probably the most dominant player on every level. I mean, they
Most
literally-
decorated too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They literally.
Why is he kind of
Changed rules
overpassed
for him.
on everything? He's kind
some of the
older-
OGs don't
older.
forget him, bro.
It's like they don't talk about Will Chamberlain. Will
Yeah.
Chamberlain,
Same.
come on, man,
Right.
100 points in a game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen all these rebounds that he got? Have you seen? They were talking about how great the athletes are today. I think there are more athletes in the NBA that are great than just like a select few. Like
Right.
him and Russell. Did you ever see highlights of those guys run the floor?
Yeah.
Russell
Crazy.
played a lot bigger than what he was.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Chamberlain, unbelievable what he did for the sport. He's another
He
guy.
changed rules too.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I
to
mean,
be
I've
that
never
talented.
seen a guy that mobile, that big. It's crazy. So everybody had their hand in moving the game forward.
Yeah.
Magic and Bird came in. I thought Magic, Bird, Isaiah,
Oh, yeah, that
Dominique,
era.
they saved the league.
They saved the league, yeah.
Sometimes I feel it's not even just about the stats, but it's about what that player kind of meant to you, like the influence and everything like that.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people that their favorite player isn't like the Michael Jordans or the Magic Johnsons. It's going to be, a second string player, but it's what that player,
Role player, yeah.
meant to that person.
The heart they bring
Like
to a
Coop.
team.
Yeah.
Or like
Exactly.
AC Green.
AC
In
Green.
his time.
Like some say Kurt Rambis too.
Kurt Rambis.
Like Coop, every time Coop got up and took his warm-ups off, all you hear was Coop before he even got in the game. They knew he was coming into the game.
Hey, do you remember, we were talking about this the other day. You probably saw this because you're a big basketball fan, but do you remember when Xavier McDaniels was playing and he was choking out Wes Matthews?
Yeah, I remember that.
Michael Cooper came on to regulate.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who took Xavier McDaniels off Wes Matthews, I think.
I remember a picture of that. I saw a picture of that. I don't know if it's still on the internet. It might be.
Oh, it's got to
But I remember that.
Yeah.
But those dudes scrapped back in the day.
Those
man.
dudes.
It was dudes were
Here it goes
really
right here.
competitive. There it is. They are really quick with the pictures around here.
And he got big ass hands too.
Look at that.
And he's got the angle on him too, which is so crazy. It's like, I mean,
the other day,
he couldn't
right?
even fight that if he wanted to because
Wow.
he's down on his butt and
Yeah.
he can't do anything.
And he's a smaller dude in comparison, right?
Yeah, he's at help mode. Somebody help me. I mean, shoot. I mean, that's a hard position to be
Look at
in
his
when
face.
somebody
That
on top
face
of
is
you.
saying a lot.
Look at his
6'7",
Help!
250 something choking. Yeah,
Help!
yeah,
He's like, Coop.
yeah.
He's trying to
Somebody.
scream, Coop, Coop.
That's a great picture.
How tall was Xavier McDaniels? Was
6'7"?
he 6'7"? So he was like like a small forward
Yeah.
or, at that time.
But he was like a strong.
But
These
strong.
guys pumped iron back in the day. Like when
Yeah.
I first came in the league, I was 6'7", 228. And I thought I was a pretty good size, but I'm getting thrown on the floor every day by Jerome Kersey, who's 6'7",
Big dude.
245.
Yeah, he was wide.
245. I mean, dude's country strong, was throwing me all over the place.
Yeah,
I had to get in the weight room.
a lot of the players these days don't have those kind of frames anymore.
The Anthony
There's
Mason.
well,
frame.
Right.
yeah, I think the only one is
probably wrestling with that bear.
Zion is probably the closest one, right?
Right. Now he's built like Anthony Mason.
He's built like Anthony Mason.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
built like. But Anthony at the time stayed in shape. Like he was cut with his size. I've never seen a guy that size though, besides Charles Barkley, that was that explosive.
It can move like that.
Oh
yeah,
man, run and jump out of this world.
yeah.
Like
Charles used to
vertical
jump.
is ridiculous. Yeah, like ridiculous.
He's one of them guys that in his time he played bigger than his height.
Yep.
Right.
I mean,
'Cause
Charles is 6'4",
6'4",
6'5".
and he's playing like he's 6'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hosting bigger guys. Adrian Dantley was the same way. Like
He was like
smaller,
6'5"?
6'4", 6'5",
Yeah.
hosting people up.
Shaq and Oakley together. Shaq and Charles Barkley.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
little
they're
scrappity
On
do
the-
they had
The best.
on the
bro.
court when they had
No,
that.
I mean now when they do.
Oh,
like
they're
the
hilarious.
sports-
No, but because they have this
Right.
history, you know what I'm saying? They're hilarious.
It's
Mason
They're-
was no
they're
joke, though,
funny.
right? He
They're
was really a
hilarious.
tough guy, right?
Mace?
Yeah.
Oh, Mace was physical, man.
He was a really tough guy.
But you throw all of them on the same team together. You had him, Patrick Ewing, and Charles Oakley.
Yeah.
You had to deal with all three of them.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, back in the day, now you can't touch anybody.
Right.
Right. Back in the day, imagine myself, Reggie Miller, Rip Hamilton, guys are like running off of picks.
Oh yeah,
Imagine us now in the paint. They get to hit you.
yeah.
Man, they rearranged my vertebrae every time I ran through the paint. It's like
Yeah.
I got hit all the time.
Yeah,
It's
these
like,
days you can't touch nobody.
No, you're in an ice bath after games, man. It's like run through that paint when you have Oakley, Mason, and Ewing right there.
Yeah, no, you ain't doing it.
Or Rick Smith and the Davis boys.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
Right.
you had dudes.
yeah. Or even Lambeer, he was
Detroit,
hacking
yeah.
fools up
Oh.
left and right.
And then when Lambert went out, Sally came in and him and Rodman start tag teaming people. And
Spreewell,
hitting
he
people.
used to do his thing. He was choking people out on the court. He was.
Off court, he was
Yeah,
choking
was that
people.
off court
That
the
was off
choking?
court.
Yeah.
He was choking people's out. Yeah, he had a nice. He had a nice car shop. For
Yeah,
him.
the rims.
Well, you know what?
Spreewell
You know,
rims.
the reason why I laughed on that one because Spree is my man. Spree was my roommate in pre-draft camp.
Yes.
So when that happened, I was like, man, something had to really piss Spree off because Spree's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
For him to
You know
choke,
what happened. Tell
choke
us.
PJ.
Yeah.
You know the story.
Well, and PJ was one of those coaches that off the court you'll love him. On the court, he'll cross the line with some of the things he'll say to you.
Okay.
You know, and he's used to coaching kids. He came from college.
Right.
So he's used to coaching kids where he can just say whatever he wants to say.
But he's speaking to grown-ass men
Grown men.
in the league.
Grown men. I had my little run-in with PJ in Portland.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of practice because, you know, he called me a fucking idiot. You know, I'm not going to, hold on, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
You know, but then like, so I get kicked out of practice. I go to the plane because we have a road trip right after that. And as soon as we land and, you know, all settled and guys are moving around the lobby, he's in the lobby getting a drink. He asked me if I wanted to drink. I mean, I was confused.
Yeah.
You just called me a fucking idiot. And now you're trying to buy me a drink?
That's
you
confused leadership. He probably felt bad, too.
But you know what? As I say again, off the court, he was cool. He's even now, me and him are really good.
Yeah.
You know, really cool. You know, he's cooler than a fan off the court. But on the court, he's just as intense as a player.
Yeah. Some coaching styles are different like that.
Right. Like Mick Cronin at UCLA. Like, he's really, really intense. Really intense.
Yeah.
So was PJ the most intense coach you played for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My high school coach was too. You know, Mike LeDuc, he's at Damien now. He was intense back then. You know, this is an era where you can't be that way anymore.
Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah.
you'll get fired in high school.
Fired in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say too many things that you used to say back in the day.
So PJ must have said something real fucked up
To get choked
to
out.
spree, right? I don't know what he said. I don't know what happened. I just know that
You got
he
choked out.
had those hands around his throat.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you feel like back then Latrell had like the kind of hype that Kawhi Leonard has right now? Like people were looking at him like he's like the next shit.
Latrell was in my draft, and he's always been a really good player. He went like 20-something in our draft, and really he was a lot better than that.
Yeah.
He was playing on a team where he played with James Hollywood Robinson. Hollywood was the second leading scorer in the nation behind me in high school, averaging 41. So he can put the ball in the basket. He's on the same team with Robert Horry. You know, so it's like they had him and Robert, they had to share. Robert ended up being a lottery pick in my draft, and you didn't really see Robert Horry at that time. You saw him when he got into the league.
Yeah.
You know, you saw the big shots. Like, a lot of people didn't know that he can shoot when he came out of Alabama.
Yeah, and he made some of the biggest shots.
Yeah, James Robinson was the offensive player. He was the one that was aggressive, and they kind of fed off of him.
Yeah.
So you saw those guys really grow in the league.
Yeah.
Reggie back then was like Reggie Miller was like the original Curry. You know what I mean? Like he was banging those shots.
He's the reason why I went to UCLA.
Him and Ray Lewis, right? Not Ray Lewis. Ray Allen. Yeah.
Allen.
He's the reason why I went to UCLA because my style was kind of like his. If the basket looked in range, he was letting it go.
Yeah.
He wasn't looking down at the lines. He didn't look to see where he was.
He didn't second guess.
It's in range. I'm letting it go, and that's how I played in high school. You know, really junior high and through high school. So I'm not going to go to a place that's going to tell me to go to the line, because beyond the line is where my advantage is, because I wasn't the best athlete in the world.
Right.
So if somebody wants to stay inside that line, I'm going to shoot it out here.
Right.
I have that range. So they come up. Now I can counter them with a ball fake and get to still behind the three-point line. I can still get a three if I wanted to, but now I can get into some places that I couldn't get before.
Certain coaches know how to utilize a player, like knowing their, like if they do the homework on the player, they know where to put them on the court, where they flourish the best, right?
Right.
And other coaches just make you come snap into the system, and it doesn't matter what your skill set is.
They
right?
just plug and play. You know, just put you in a spot and say, go do it.
Like those teams don't seem to really like go to the end when it's like that.
Nope. They don't get the best out of everybody.
Yeah.
Because they
feel
limit,
like that's,
they limit people so much because of maybe the main pieces they have.
Yeah.
And then they forget that these guys can play too.
You feel like that's what's happening on the Lakers? Because they're just so inconsistent these days.
They are. I'm really surprised at where they are.
I think we all are, because they got talent.
Yeah, they have talent. They have a good mixture of younger and older. LeBron's still playing out of his mind right now at 40 years old. But then at the same time, at 40 years old, he's slowing down a little bit. He's still not the LeBron like he was young LeBron, but he's still very, very productive, right?
Right.
So at some point, when is it going to be AD's team? You know what I mean? That's and I think he's been waiting on AD to be aggressive and take it.
And can he carry it?
Can he stay healthy enough?
Can he stay healthy enough to carry it?
Yep. I mean, because we know a healthy AD can play.
But I'll tell you what, I like what Jackson Hayes brings off the bench.
Use that kid.
He can ball. Use him. And look, you know, AD likes playing power forward. Now, he can't keep up with half of these dudes these days.
Well, that's because they put the extra weight on him.
Right.
You know?
But I'll tell you what, if you moved him over to his natural position that he likes to play, put Jackson in the middle, I think they'd be blocking more shots in that paint than they do right now.
They will be bigger, I'll tell you that much.
Bigger, yes.
They'll be bigger.
And dude can move. Like Jackson Hayes
move.
can get down the court.
And he's got a motor. He doesn't stop.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I
Like Wilt.
I just feel like the coaching isn't necessarily
I was going to say.
on par with what they have as talent, like a plug-and-play coach or someone that's, you know, going to let LeBron coach when he feels like he needs to coach.
LeBron, I mean, Darvin's my man. He was my teammate in Washington, so I'm not going to.
No, I know. I feel you on that.
Or anything, but everybody has to believe in the coach,
right?
In the system, if it's going to work. You can't have your star player on his own pace. Usually, the coach, the teams that win, the coach and the star two players, are normally
they're aligned,
in sync, When you lose one of those guys, you lose the rest of the locker room, and then you just fighting so much trying to get them back.
Yeah,
that it's just a spiral.
Yeah, you lose the grip on it.
Right.
I'll tell you what, when they've you know, played to the ability on defense and offense, they looked great. It's just they can't keep it up for every game.
I think that's why they're just trying to limp into the playoffs right now.
Now check this out.
I think they feel like they can take anybody down.
Hear me out on this.
Okay.
Right? You know, I think it could be that. What if they're playing down to come in at the lowest point and beat the top team and work their shit down? Because they did that last time.
You never know. I mean, you play so many games during the year, and then you added this mid-season tournament. You have so many games during the year that you're seeing guys, these kids, I guess I don't know if I can say they figured it out or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of pride and we played hard all the time. But these kids figured out how to pace themselves. And then when it's after All-Star break, it's go time. And you see guys playing out of this world.
Yeah, Shea Alexander.
They're trying to get to position themselves in the playoffs now to play who they want to play.
Make the run, yeah.
It's time. It's go time after All-Star break.
So do you think the Lakers are tanking right now? Not tanking, but they're not. You guys believe
they're
that?
Not now. I think with AD getting hit in the eye, you know, and losing to Golden State, that hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
that put him back at 10.
Right.
You got to rock that play in.
They swap spots.
Yeah.
So
both them are dangerous at the bottom, though.
They are.
First place, the ones in first, I don't want to see them
too
first.
Much experience.
Yes.
You know, too much experience. You got two teams with guys that's been there and done that. So you don't want to face them right away. You know, for somebody like OKC or Minnesota to face them in the first round, that's tough.
That's real tough.
You know?
Yeah.
That's tough. Denver won't have a problem with them, but
yeah. Everybody else
I think Phoenix will have a problem with them.
For sure.
Because they're still trying to figure their situation out. Guys been hurt all year with that team too, and they don't really play a lot of defense.
Seems like that's the shit that's going around the league in the last few years. The inconsistency, teams not having all their players available, and just the up and down aspect of it with teams that everyone thinks were locked to go maybe to the conference final, possibly to the championship.
Everybody looks good on paper.
Yeah, yeah, anything could look good on paper.
There's a thing called chemistry.
That's right,
and health. Like right now, I thought I'm thinking this is the Clippers window, right?
Yeah, and then
but then Harden goes down, Westbrook goes down. It's like, oh,
here we go.
Same old Clippers. Hey, these sound effects are killing me, dog.
These guys are getting age on them too.
Right.
I mean,
You know what?
I know.
Oh man,
It ain't easy as you get older. No matter how much talent, there's only so many LeBrons. There's so many Tom Brady.
they're different.
There's only so many of them.
They're different.
Yeah, they're different. What were we gonna say,
Is-
Bobo?
Is there anything in the league now that you really don't care for in comparison to when you were in the league? Are
I
there
think
changes?
I think they need to find a happy medium from when we played, which was really physical, to now, which
Hands off.
they don't play D at all,
Yeah.
right? I think they need to come somewhere in the middle. You know, let the guys play D, and
Do you think-
challenge the offensive players a little bit more.
You think they're doing that so that they could have higher scoring games?
That was the problem.
Yeah.
That was the problem. With our league, they got tired of the 85-80 finals,
Yeah.
right? So they're like, what do we do to boost scoring? Well, you take away the defense. That's what you do.
And make everybody shoot threes.
That's another thing. Analytics.
Yeah.
Analytics just injected themselves into the game now to where this is what I don't like about analytics. Like, it makes sense when you're scouting somebody and you like, I don't need analytics to know when Lou Williams was playing.
Right.
I didn't need analytics to tell me that Lou Williams spent 75% of the time scoring on the left-hand side of the court because I could see that with my own eyes.
Yeah, that's something you could see.
Right. I mean, analytics gives you a breakdown in percentages of, where guys like scoring or what guys like doing. But when you start saying 30% at 3 is better than 40% at 2, now you're starting to try to play the numbers game, and you're not even taking in consideration of the defense.
Right.
So, and you're not taking in consideration, if you want to do analytics, this guy plays well against this team. Like I can do a mental analytics right now of the teams I played best against and teams I didn't play best against.
Yeah.
Right? Miami Heat, I struggled. Why? Alonzo Mourning's at the rim.
Yeah.
It's like you stick your best defender on me now.
And then he's at the rim.
But he's, now it's harder to get a shot off.
Yeah.
If I get by him, I'm looking at Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah.
Those type of teams I struggle with, right?
Yeah.
So if there's no rim protection, I at least have an option to getting closer to the rim and not a shot block threat back there. When Mutombo was back there and then they put their best
my
defender
God,
on
yeah.
me,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
on
That's going to be a tough game. That's going to be a tough night.
Now, I had a 40-point night against Denver, but most of those nights weren't,
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy. It's certain teams that might be somebody or certain schemes that might be somebody's kryptonite.
Yeah.
And they don't take that in consideration.
Yeah, like sometimes when you see like the teams that are killing everybody and then they play a team that's less than and they're the underdogs clearly and then they actually beat the team that's supposed to, rip them.
Mm-hmm.
Just sometimes they have that number on them. No matter how shitty they play against the other teams, they got these fucking guys' number.
And maybe the good guys are sleeping on them because they're trash. We don't need to come out 100.
Holyfield Tyson.
Yeah,
Holyfield Tyson.
Perfect
Holyfield
example.
Tyson.
I can give you something just like that.
There you go.
But I'll tell you what,
Toronto
I
Raptors
think,
versus the Chicago 72-10 Chicago Bulls, the team that I was on, inaugural year, very first year of the Toronto Raptors.
They couldn't beat
we
y'all.
beat the 72-10 Bulls.
Yeah.
And we matched up well with them. We won one game. We're 1 of 10 wins. They're 1 of their 10 losses.
Yeah.
That's one you count in the winners column.
Yeah.
Right. But if you look at the games that we played against them, number 1, we weren't scared. Number 2, we're a bunch of kids that we're trying to prove ourselves. Nobody wanted us.
You didn't have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
What
No
year was that?
pressure. 95,
95,
96.
that's it.
So
Best year.
so it's like when you have nothing to lose and you're playing free, it's almost like a glamorized pickup game the way we were playing.
Yeah.
And Mike struggled with smaller guards, and Damon Stoudemire was a problem.
He had defense.
Mighty Mouse was he had a problem. Mike could not stay in front of Damon. Damon was scoring 20, 30 points against him.
Yeah, and he could shoot the lights
shoot
up.
it.
It was great.
Yeah. I mean, and Mike always took the challenge. He's like, all right, I'm gonna guard him.
Yeah.
You know, so
He'd get torched every now and then.
yeah, but
sure.
at least he took the challenge.
But he took the challenge.
He took the challenge. Yeah.
That's what you admire about a champion like that is they
Right.
took the hard challenges to be the example for
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yep.
Like if we want to win this, I'm gonna show you what it takes.
Right.
And, there's you cannot like write any of that off, man, because that shit is important. Like leading by example.
Mhm.
Hey, I want to send a real quick happy birthday to my man DJ C minus up there. This
Hey,
weekend
happy
was his
birthday.
Happy 5-0, baby.
Hey, welcome
Yes.
to the 50 Club.
Yeah.
Nifty
Here we are.
50.
Here we are, folks.
How does it feel to be in the 5-0, son?
It feels great.
Feels great. We got your smoker's jacket and pipe coming.
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to rocking it with
It's
you.
crushed velvet.
What is that, velvet?
That's beautiful.
What is this velvet?
That velvet.
A starter pack of Metal Musil.
Starter pack of Medi, son.
My double AARP card.
Yeah.
Some of the pins.
Sciatica relief.
Yeah.
Yep, all this. Sciatica Relief. You need that. That's the
Yep.
Sciatica Relief Society. That's a new group that Bobo's starting next week. Bobo's going on a ride tonight.
Yeah, man. I don't know where we riding though,
LA Riders.
but we gonna ride. LA Riders, big up to LA Riders. You know, we're gonna put some miles in.
I know
Okay.
you've been wanting to ride lately. You've
I
been talking
actually-
about a bike. So.
I actually went a few days ago. I went and bought a bike, but not knowing nothing. I'm like, well, this is a 29-inch bike, so I bought it.
Well, that's a bike for guys
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
height
Yeah.
and mine too. I'm a 6 foot or so.
Man,
But it was a mountain bike, and so I'm trying to keep up with my wife, and she's just pedaling like this and moving, and I'm so I have to find the right type of bike, but I'm starting to become way more mobile.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a bike.
You
We're gonna
just need a
talk.
29-inch frame.
Yeah.
Big enough wheels. Like, you know how some of the LA riders got those big-ass
yeah,
wheels
big
on?
wheels.
Yeah. I think that's where you need to go because it's a bigger frame bike.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you could ride it comfortably. It's light. You could get with one gear or, like the whole gear system, whatever.
So
up
like
to
you
you, but-
have a lot of trails near your spot.
Yes, a lot of cement paths or bike trails.
Man, you're a hillbilly. You just said cement. The cement. Once you say cement, you
What
know
did you
you're a
say,
hillbilly.
concrete?
Cement or concrete, not cement. Cement, you're a hillbilly right away.
Okay,
I am not you.
Wow.
Let me get some of that
Got-
cement.
Yeah.
Being from New York, you're calling somebody anything.
Cement. They weren't
Let's
called.
start
Hold on, check it
critiquing
out.
everything you say.
They were not called cement shoes. They were called cement
Shoes?
shoes. Cement
Let's
shoes.
start on you.
Not cement.
Cement shoes.
We went a half an hour with
That's a new French red bottom for men. Cement.
cement, baby.
Fabergé.
I guess we both hillbillies there.
Smoking on that cement.
Smoking on some of that cement.
Oh man.
But no, yes, I do want a bike. I'm ready to start biking.
Yeah.
You know that needs feeling better, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm telling you.
When I saw that photo of your knee like down the middle like that shit was crazy to me. I was like, oh my God.
Battle scar.
Man,
Yeah.
Gnarly.
hey, I'm doing much better. I'm about 90%. I'm almost there. I'm moving better. I'm gonna be out there. Trace better watch out. Trace.
You're gonna
Why? What's he?
you're gonna
What's
whack
he been challenging you?
Disc
Well,
golf.
Yeah,
He's
you're
gonna kill him.
You're gonna kill him.
He's gonna kill him.
I'm just saying. I'm really good at disc golf.
Yes,
I've
he
seen it.
is.
Yep.
So
We
Those
seen
who
your
don't
clips.
know, he's
Trace is
good.
Yes.
putting himself over.
Yes.
Like he's also really good.
No, I don't know if he's got. I don't know. I
don't
think he's
think
talking
so.
his game up.
Well,
Me
I'm
too.
about ready to get out there. So
I
we're gonna
think-
find out.
Hey, I put my money on GF right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you,
Blindly.
I saw him throw the driver, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know where that thing went. That's how far it went.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been seeing clips of him play for a long ass time, making some crazy ass shots.
Yeah.
I know I could not make.
I mean, Trey should do the same thing. Have videos of him doing this, but
let's see Trey.
We've seen nothing.
Where you at?
We need clips.
I'm gonna ask him about this tomorrow when he comes. He comes in on Tuesdays.
Okay, I'm gonna be listening
with Send Dog, and I'm gonna ask him about his disc golf prowess here.
Only thing, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, but I think he said he could play.
Bobo, how many times have you seen any clips of Trace playing disc golf?
Not one, not even a mention of
And
it.
if he was that good, he'd be showing it all the time. I'm calling you out.
Oh
I
yeah,
wanna
he
see it.
says if he was playing
There'd
and
be
making
clips.
shots like this guy right here, we'd be seeing it on his IG because he takes picture of the food. Like every plate.
I mean,
IG eats first.
Man,
so I would think if you're out there like showing out,
Yep.
you'd be showing out.
the one motion that I see him do a lot is going downstairs to get his coffee. That's the clips that I see on that.
Yeah, he's good. I think he beats you in that.
Yeah. You probably get you on that
We're
one.
gonna
He goes
find
down
out.
them stairs really quick to go get his coffee. We see those clips. But disc golf, no.
Hey, listen, when that happens, you need to tell me like at least 5 days before, and I'm gonna send a camera crew down there
Yes.
to witness this. Look, here goes our man right here. Clearly a clip to show the capability.
Goodbye.
And it disappears.
Yep.
One
Goodbye.
disappears into the woods.
Goodbye.
Dude, I'm like 300. I'm over
Look at it.
300 pounds there.
Oh yeah, you putting all that weight in there
Oh my
with a
God.
flick of the wrist.
Look at the flick of that
Look at
Flick of the flick of the wrist.
I think that's a Dr. Greenthumb shirt.
Nice work, Dom.
Damn.
Dom fired shots.
I mean, I know, like, I could not even compete with that.
Nah.
I mean, I could maybe get it far, but not like that.
I'm barely getting it to the tree.
I'm probably less than the tree, Trace.
Maybe Trace is talking about frisbee.
Yeah, right.
Maybe
he's
Trace is talking about frisbee.
Yeah, like
Well,
frisbee. Like you
But
play that.
this shit, I'm probably shorter than yours. You know what I mean? I ain't even getting halfway there.
But we're gonna find. Hopefully, well, maybe like I said, maybe I'm wrong. But
How many years have you been doing that?
I started playing in 2005, 6.
I had a homie that I played paintball when I was competing in the paintball leagues and shit like this. We had a older homie. I was the oldest, but he was older than me, so that made him the oldest. But like playing, I was the oldest of us, right? But this guy, like we'd go train to play paintball. We'd do all the calisthenics because we were competing every month or every couple months in this league. Like not the wood shit that you see when you see people just going out there to have fun. It was
Right.
like an actual structured league, 7-on-7s, capture the flag type shit,
Right.
and uniformed out everything. It was
Stone to
it was quite an experience. Homie, like on the off times of our training, would go play disc golf. He was actually pretty good, but I don't even think he had the skills you
I
got.
literally, at the end of this month, I go back to work every weekend, and I take my disc with me, and I try to schedule to get in early enough to play a course. It's just
Are they
it's
everywhere?
a stoner game.
Look, here's another
Very
one. Look, here he goes.
stoner.
And he's
Look at-
flicking it
Look, I'll-
underhand.
I'll-
And he's flicking it
I'll-
underhand. Look at this, Tracy.
I'm
It's not
throwing
even
over
overhand.
trees. I'm throwing instead of through. I'm gonna throw over some trees.
That's overhand, yeah.
That's crazy.
Twice I had Dr. Greenthumb shirts on.
Yep. Humble county.
And that probably landed right next to the hole.
Yep.
Oh,
Now
Right next to the
my shit
basket.
is when he like cracks the basket, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, the putting, yeah.
Yeah. Like his putt game is crazy.
Look at that! Look at that pose. What's
Which-
up with that pose right there?
Follow
Now,
through.
hey, listen, Big Bear.
yeah.
Hey,
If this was an Olympic sport, would you enter?
look at that.
I'm not that good.
What?
Nah, they're crazy, bro.
I'm the good guy at the park.
Oh, you're the good guy at the
I'm
park.
the good guy at
Okay.
the park.
Which is
But
all you need to
That's
be, man.
honest.
Yeah.
You're the one whooping everybody at the park.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
So there's a pro league to this disc
Yeah.
golf shit.
Is it?
oh, this.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
asking.
oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there is.
Oh,
yeah.
I've played with pros. I don't compete.
They're
with
crazy,
them.
huh?
I don't even come close.
Well, it's because maybe they spend a whole lot of time out there and the little bit of time you spend, you're pretty good. But if you spent the same amount of time, I think you could throw with more force than most people that are playing that, right?
Yeah, but it's not really about force. I know little guys, I know women that can throw further than me. It's a technique. Yeah, what's going to help me is before my hip and my knee wasn't allowing me to throw the way that I wanted, so I adopted a way to throw. Now I'm going to be able to get more swing and hip.
Right.
I won't have to throw as hard to throw as far.
Right. Less.
And it's not always about, like in any golf game, distance and not it's finishing, it's putting, it's closing. So
well, it's getting close to where the putt's
you're right,
at.
but here's the thing, like just in golf, right? Let's say you have a great drive and it's a 500-yard par 5. You hit it 425 on your first, but it takes you 3 shots to finish.
Now how you drive is how you ride.
Another dude can drive it 250, lay up on the second, 1 putt, he beats you.
Yeah.
So that's why it's
all technique
and finishing. It's all about like that putting at the end.
Can we
all about
see
short
that?
game.
Can we see that last clip again? Because I wanna talk about that pose. I wanna talk about
gotta have that follow through.
That last one. Watch this. I mean,
these are old.
But are you
look how big I am?
Are you keeping that pose though? Watch. Here it comes. My name is Lenny.
Lenny pose.
He's like walking like an Egyptian right there.
My name is Lenny. I have plenty. All you need is a trench coat.
Look at that.
I can't wait.
Oh man,
He holds
wait.
it. Look at that.
I don't even think Bobo could strike a pose that cold. He gets sciatica.
Look at there's a certain bend in the knee. Your knee was bad, right?
Yeah.
But look at how you doing it. Look at it. Look at that.
Eddie had the little whip. You saw the
He
whip?
got the whip.
That was a whip.
Got that whip. Here goes the whip. Whip.
Now are the pros doing that? Are the pros doing that move?
Where's the name
When you drive, believe it or not, when you drive, your hand should end up like you're shaking hands behind you at the end of your throw.
That's why you got it behind you like that.
At the end of your throw, if you follow through and come through, your hand will be behind you like you're shaking somebody's hand, and that's what that is.
All right. Technique, man.
Now then,
that pose right there could be iconic as the NBA logo. Right there.
I like that.
Calling the
disc
logo?
golf.
For disc golf.
For disc
if I
golf.
do it
That's
here.
the logo for disc golf.
Shake it hands, see? Shake it
Look
hands.
at that.
But see, that's my knee and stuff was so bad that I couldn't keep my balance. You
Yeah.
see me at the end.
All right.
I'm going to throw better now because I've been
Hey,
down.
let me ask you something. Are you wearing Chuck Taylors right there?
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
That's why your knees are fucked.
That's why your shit is all fucked up. Why you wearing
Dude, I
those
was
things?
probably high and shit.
Yeah.
I was high.
Come
They
on,
were
man.
sitting there. I have no
You got to
idea.
take care of them knees and hips. You cannot be
I
wearing no
have
Chucks.
No idea why.
You almost sprained your ankle with
Right
that
there.
whip right there. I saw that shit right there.
I have. You know,
I need my big OG to be careful.
seriously,
What year did
when
you
I was
come
in high school, Kurt Rambis, when I was in high school, we wore those, and it was 75, I think, when Nike came out with their shoes. I was already in high school.
Right.
And that was like the big thing. But we were all wearing Chuck Taylors.
Everybody wore Chucks for
That's
I
crazy.
could not-
Rambis wore Chuck Taylors forever, didn't
That's
he?
crazy to even think about
That
playing
they
in Chuck
played in.
Taylor.
What did you when you first came in? What year were you playing in? What was your first
I
shoes?
was in Nike. I don't remember the.
Oh, you were already 90.
Yeah, I was already Nike. Yeah.
When did you come in? Early 90s or late 80s?
Yes, 92
Early
draft with
92.
Shaq.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Ooh,
That was
really?
a
I
hell of a
didn't-
draft.
Wow.
But imagine those dudes in the time before you guys playing in those Converse, man. That's
my
crazy.
God.
I trip on
Rolling
people
ankles.
I tripped on him just playing
Nah.
disc golf in them.
I'll tell you what, I would have taken the Chuck Taylors over the Converse I wore in college, man. The ones I wore at UCLA were like, they were heavy, man, like irons on the bottom of your feet.
Yeah, shoes were much heavier and
Oh,
less
man.
support, right? Or that
Wonder
had
why
more.
my hips were messed up.
I don't doubt it.
You think they got the shoe game more dialed in now?
Yeah, the technology is, the shoes are lighter, more durable.
Yeah.
And there's technology in
yeah.
it, like really.
More
big time.
protective?
That and also you know people have orthotics now too.
That too,
They're
yeah.
not turning their ankles as much.
Yeah.
Like
That
I
is a-
turn mine all the time. I used to wear those Converse, which were heavy,
Yeah.
and I had air cast on my ankles. You know, on top of tape.
Wow.
So my ankles were messed up in college.
I'm trying to remember the player who had the shoes, the grandmamas.
That was
Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson
Yep.
got,
Okay,
God
yeah.
rest his soul.
Yeah, I still have.
No, he's still here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought. Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
He's still here.
he plays golf in Vegas a lot.
Yeah.
He lives in Vegas, I think.
God bless his soul.
Well, bless him
Change
anyway.
it from rest to bless.
I thought he passed. I'm sorry.
No,
no, you good.
He's still around. He
Glad
he had a nice run, man.
Grandmama.
No,
Hey, I-
R.I.P. to Grandmama.
Yeah.
Because he's not doing that anymore.
He played at UNLV.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he used to. Well, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get into that.
And he was a baller. I'll tell you that. He used to go into the
Almost
strip
told-
club.
almost
He went into the strip club. Come on, you already know what
almost told on him. Him and Stacy Ogman.
Yeah,
And,
I grew up with Stacy.
Anthony
Pasadena.
and
Oh, did you?
no, it was Moses Scurry. One of
Moses Scurry,
I think one.
Barry Young, and all those
They had a
guys.
great team over there at
Oh, man.
UNLV at that
Dude,
time.
I almost went there, and then the the famous picture of the mobster.
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay, they're going on probation in a minute.
Yeah.
Let me
Boy, they were
let
good.
me go on
though.
over to UCLA. No, I would have been part of that 91.
Talking
team.
about what do you guys have? Gucci Row. Vegas had its own Gucci Road, man. You couldn't
Yeah.
even get tickets to the games back then.
No.
You couldn't even get
I
'em.
I was on my official visit to UNLV when number 1 played against number 2. It was UNLV versus Oklahoma. Talking about stars in that game, like you had Stacy, Larry, of course, Anderson, Hunt, Greg Anthony, everybody. And then you on the other side, you had Mookie Blaylock, you had Harvey Grant, you had Stacey King.
Yeah.
So it was a crazy game, man.
Yeah.
And to be able to sit behind the bench and be that close to the action of high level 1 versus 2 basketball,
Yeah.
I was like, where do I sign?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was electric in that building.
Yeah, collegiate basketball at that time was really competitive. I
Oh,
mean, it still
absolutely.
is now, but I mean that was when
Ooh.
they could still get physical too.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
back at
yeah.
that time.
I mean, back then you had, come on, you had that really good Duke team. You had our
Yep.
team. You had the Indiana team that drug us my last year with Calvin Chaney and those guys. You had UNLV, of course. You had North Carolina, who was good, and they won one of those years. Ohio State was good with Jimmy Jackson. You had USC, hate to say it, but they were good with Harold Miner.
Yeah.
I'm a Bruin true and true.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I know it hurts your ears, Bobo.
I know.
Sorry.
I know.
What's Bobo? SC?
He went
Yeah.
to SC for a little
Yeah.
while.
But you know what? Okay, Bobo, I'm gonna be easy on you. Check this out. Check this
Thank
out.
you. Thank you.
My brother went to SC for 2 years before he
Oh.
transferred to Louisville. Cameron Murray. So he was there for 2 years. My brother has an AAU program called Prodigy. We had 2 Trojans come out of Prodigy. We had Jordan McLaughlin, who was with the Timberwolves, and we had Isaiah White, who played there a couple years ago when they made their Elite 8 run.
Yeah, yeah.
He played with the Mobley brothers. So he was like the enforcer on that team. He was the one with the cornrows.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but he was the toughness of the team.
Yeah.
But that's 2 of our players. So you can't say we didn't give you any players, man.
Right. I mean, look, my brother was always at UCLA, and I went to USC because they didn't have the Jazz Studies program that I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we always used to go back and forth. I mean, UCLA always had the better basketball team to me.
Yeah, most of the time.
And
Yeah.
USC had the better football team.
Yeah.
That's
Like
how.
like when we grew up here, you grew up, okay, UCLA basketball.
And USC football.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I was
yeah.
forced to make a
Still that
choice.
way.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Still that way.
It's still that way. People will root for both teams, and then there's the others that went there
Right.
that like they could never find themselves.
Yeah,
Man,
when I became a Bruin, I never went back to USC football after that. I had to stay on my side.
Yeah, you have to at that
Right.
point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, that week of the game,
Oh,
we had the burning of the Bruin. We had people walking on campus with
How you gonna burn the Bruin, man?
No, check this out. We had the burning of the
Damn,
Bruin.
I thought I felt something hot over there.
And people have a string tied to their backpacks with the Bruin dragging on the ground.
Yeah, you guys trying to come over there and vandalize the bear
Yes.
Just like we tried to go over there and drag Tommy
Yeah,
Trojan on the other
man,
side of
Tommy
campus.
Trojan.
No, they would wrap up Tommy Trojan and this duct tape and have people like on watch because
Extra security that week.
It was
Yeah.
that it was that serious.
Wrapped up in a Trojan.
You know, but yeah, I never burned the Bruin or I never drugged the Bruin on the ground. I didn't do that, but
I've
yeah,
wrapped
I
up
was
with a
going-
Trojan before, though.
Man,
Yeah, Trojan. Yeah,
I thought I felt a little burning somewhere.
It's that little burning sensation.
Damn.
Hey,
Get some penicillin.
oh man.
every time he was in.
See, but that's a contradiction to using the Trojan.
There you go. If you use that Trojan, no burning.
Sorry, Bobo.
Yeah,
So you
every
just
time he was saying
Strap me to a bag,
UCLA,
just drag me to her, didn't he?
every time he was saying UCLA, I'm like,
Hey,
These sound effects are killing me, dog.
You're good, aren't they?
hey. So, Rolling Loud just happened this past weekend. Apparently,
Was it loud?
fans got in a big ass fight
Oh, I heard about that.
over there.
Yep.
Hey,
Shit gets rowdy, man.
shit gets rowdy with these youngsters, man. They, emotional out there. You know what I'm saying?
Got a little charged up.
Got
Huh?
a little charged up. I think. Do we got footage of that, or are you guys just putting this up for
I
me
got
to
some
read?
footage right here for you guys.
All right, let's see it. Oh, I see what happened
come
here.
on. It always starts with girls.
Well,
I see something
So
else.
true.
this is a transgender chick getting in a
Oh,
fight with some dude.
He's going though.
Oh man.
Oh, she handling her shit.
Oh,
Damn. You gonna rip that top off?
Ain't me.
I mean, this is just unnecessary, man.
This is me.
Oh.
You still
Yeah, nah.
coming, though.
See, all right.
this is not part of the ticket price.
That's not a part. In the fine print that comes in the ticket, that's not in there. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Where was security
Watching.
watching? Yeah,
Look at this.
Wow.
yeah. Apparently, there was a bunch of fights there.
A whole stomp
These
out
are
going
these
on
are
over
chicks.
there.
You know,
But the girls,
the
though,
chicks are scrapping up, while like packing up on each other. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Look at this.
This was
One girl, where's her friends at?
One girl,
Watching.
Where's her goddamn friends at, man?
Watching.
Security
Yeah.
there now.
one girl's trying to kick that girl like a touchdown.
Man.
And look,
With friends like that who need enemies, they're
Yeah.
Yeah,
watching.
right?
Man,
yeah, hey, look, if your girlfriend goes out, right, and she gets mopped up
look at that.
and she had a pack of friends and didn't do shit, don't ever let her hang out with her
Never.
friends again.
Man, never.
Never.
Look at the security didn't even run in. They just walked in casually like,
Yeah.
hey,
Look at that.
hey, what's going on here?
Hey, bring it up.
Bang, bing.
Put the boots through him.
Man.
I hope she didn't have a man with her. That girl who's on the
She
bottom.
just covered up. She's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna take."
Yeah, and if she don't got,
I'd be
if she got a man, where the hell is
Tossing
he?
bitches like you wouldn't believe.
Just pulling them off, you know? What I'm saying?
Launching bitches for sure. They were stomping around like
Now, do you know, like, if you had a daughter, do you let her go to that
Hell
after
no.
seeing that?
no.
I wouldn't let her go anyway.
Yeah, well, right. That's
Concert was it?
right
What
there.
was the concert?
Because look at that. I mean, you know, this is
Rolling
just
loud.
Rolling
all through it.
One.
Dudes hitting chicks.
It's all
Chicks-
young folks.
That,
Chicks
hey, you starting
jumping
to see that more and more now,
And
man.
that's-
That's wild.
And that's some bitch
Really?
shit right there, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude.
It is.
Dudes hitting chicks, man, that is just
It
like
is.
Damn, how
bullshit.
many fights were there?
Ton.
We
A
got
lot.
homie got
You know what? You got a bunch of footage here that I didn't even see. I saw some other footage. You know, like other.
No,
like,
that's a
Nobody
thing that-
died though, right? Like no deaths.
Who's the big dude? Is he security? Or?
I don't know.
That's the
Would
thing.
I
You're gonna
never
get
know.
tons of footage because on the playback, all you see
The
is people,
food cart.
people with phones is filming it. And
right.
The hot dog cart. They're like,
Yeah,
"Ah."
they
Yeah.
He's like,
They didn't use
"Okay,
it?
Let me get the fuck out of here.
You guys would have used it.
is that hot dog?
No, the hot dog part. Let's use
Selling
that.
hot dog.
Securities are now jumping people, man. What the fuck is going on?
Salchicha.
Where was this?
This is Rolling Loud, apparently,
Yep.
This
I
was
mean,
in
where?
Inglewood.
Inglewood.
Oh.
in
okay.
Inglewood.
Inglewood.
Always up to no good.
See, it's too much. It's too much fuck shit happening, man. They need to get their security down, man.
Yeah.
Man, all I wanted was a hot dog.
Because I'll tell you what, they have like a huge fan base
Huge.
that comes to Rolling Loud. I mean, it's
Yep.
got nothing but bigger.
Right.
They like the one thing that they know, right, is how to tap into the people that are fans of that particular music. They get all the artists that like those people get up for. It's just they got to spend money on some security, man.
Right,
That shit
right,
shouldn't happen like
absolutely. I mean,
At a
'cause people should be able to come there and have fun and leave without getting whooped.
Right. You're paying all that money to go see your favorite artist and then get into a fight or get jumped or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That shit ain't
right.
the business.
Nah, it ain't.
I wanted to bring up, remember you said something or somebody brought it up that Kanye and was it Ty Dolla $ign? Okay, but here's the thing. So I did some, because when I heard that number, that 10 million, it didn't make sense. I was trying to do numbers, ticket sales, merch, so I did a little Googling. They were only estimating to bring in between 3 and 5 million total revenue. So there's no way they paid Kanye and Ty 10 million. No way.
Well,
And they said there's nothing confirmed.
That's what was promoted. But either
Right,
way,
even-
but
let's
either
see if
way,
it's double,
but
right?
either way,
Yeah.
they added a day there, right? Like it was supposed to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think, right? Or is it Friday and
Thursday.
Saturday?
I think it was like Thursday.
No,
Friday.
but that's what I'm
Oh,
saying. They added the Thursday for Kanye
Okay.
and Ty. And salute to Ty, that's my homie and shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, there was people a little upset because they thought they were gonna see these dudes do a show and they just played their new album.
Listening
and were standing on stage like a listening party
Oh.
as the
Kanye had
headline
his daughter dancing up there.
to the show. And I think people that were there, some of them maybe were cool with that, and others was like, I thought these guys were gonna do a show. This shit
Right.
was like a listening party.
Right.
And that's different. I ain't never heard anyone do that. Like go up on stage for an hour and just play new shit and stand there and
That's wild.
People,
rock to
people,
their own shit.
I hate to say it, but
Like,
people,
can I get a gig like this?
people are drinking the Kanye Kool-Aid, you know what I mean? It's like you don't know what you're gonna expect, and for the fact that he pulled that and
Ye fans would accept that because
yeah,
he
I
does
guess.
he
Those
does out of the box things and they activate and they get down with that.
And he did.
But
it
like
for
your
his-
average music fan, right, that's going to this festival like all days because they're there to hear the music and they're not necessarily a Kanye fan, but they fuck with them. You know what I mean? Like that would be a disappointment, right?
Yeah.
If you get down with the Sunday service shit, you accept that, right? But like if you're just like a music fan, you like everybody on there and you're going to experience everybody and you're not there for the Kanye antics, you're there for the music. Yeah, you're like,
said-
can I get my money back for this day?
Right,
Because this
right.
shit was fucked
But he
up.
said that his show was better than shows when people have a mic.
But that's not a show.
I don't think so. It was
And
a
I
fashion
do
show.
not agree with
Right.
It was a fashion show.
Correct. It's not a show.
Realistically,
Yeah.
they were walking around on the stage like it's a fashion
Get
show.
his daughter up there doing.
And it's cool.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
he got it off. But like me as a fan, if I was paying for that ticket, paying to go see them play some songs, that's all they did, I'd be pissed off.
Right.
Didn't Kanye do it? Was it called Donda or something? Didn't he do like a $2 million listening party at like?
Yeah, but he labeled
Yes,
he labeled as
correct.
such.
It was.
So you
labeled
know
as
what
you
you're
know.
going.
So it wasn't false advertisement.
No,
Yeah.
you knew it was a thing, but
Right.
like
Well, no, I mean for Rolling Loud,
that, I don't.
that
think
could be considered false advertising.
Yep,
Correct.
yep.
Yeah, his listening party was labeled as a listening party, and I think it was at the Garden or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
he spent like $2 million or something like that for listening party. So
Dude, do
he
you know-
is known for it.
Do you know how much he's made off these listening parties just for this album alone? I think it's somewhere in the area of like 12 million.
I
Yeah.
doubt it.
I don't doubt it.
Nope.
Wow.
Like, because they're selling. Not only are people paying for the admission to be with them and listen to the album, they're also exclusive merch. That's like $200 a shirt.
True.
Like dude.
Yeah, he's
They're
got
doing
that merch.
He's got his rollout nice. Let's just say
Yeah.
he knows
does.
what he's doing in that sense. Like his team that he got to do all that shit, they know.
Yep.
And he's gonna take advantage of all this shit.
Yeah.
Like no matter if it's positive or negative, speak on it.
Right.
Because what are we doing? We're talking about it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Yep.
And
I like his crazy ass.
yeah, he's
I too.
he's got what they call moxie, son.
Yeah, he does.
Got that moxie, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the Mega Millions is up at 875 million. Estimated cash value 413.5 million. Powerball is at 645 million. Estimated cash value 307.3 million.
Taking it.
Oh my God.
Bigging it so hard.
Go buy 50. Go buy 50 tickets in each, like different locations, bro. Let's go do it.
And then the person that wins,
So
bought
it
one.
can get up to $2 billion.
They get up to 2 billion.
Exactly. I spent like 50 on the last one. I think I got like 2 numbers out of 50 tickets. It was terrible.
Yeah,
So
see, that's
bad.
how they get you. You know, they figure you're gonna buy them.
Just so the owner's cousin can win.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the owner's
Keep it in the
cousin.
family.
On the cousin at the donut shop.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the place that hits.
They get
the
like
number-
1% or something.
Yeah, they
like
get
that, which is a lot when
Yeah,
it's
that's
that
crazy.
big. Yeah, they'll get like 8 million or something. Or something
Really?
Like that. Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I
they-
didn't know that.
Yeah. For the
Like
winning.
where I went to high school at in Glendora. Somebody won the lottery out there, and the person that had the liquor store or wherever they bought it at, they owned the whole lot with all the stores. They owned everything.
Yeah.
So it was like a revamp
Yeah.
from one store down at the end of the property to the next.
Having
It's
a
like,
whole.
yeah, just a whole new revamp on the outside. It was dope.
They went
was
from
like,
a
wow.
store to a plaza.
Just
Right,
selling
Right.
just like that, just for somebody hitting the lottery in their store.
Yeah, because they could buy out their neighbors real quick.
I didn't
and
know
buy
that.
the
That
building
makes sense.
from you.
Yeah, they make a decent chunk off those big ones. They make a lot, bro. Like on that, they'll make
makes
a lot
sense.
of money.
Oh yeah. That's
In
why.
Vegas, you tip your dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I always do. If I win big,
There
I
it
always
is.
throw 'em something good.
And some of those winning tickets are sitting in stores where people just don't think they're going to hit there,
Right.
so they don't buy a lot of lottery tickets. Someone has to go, randomly buy it there.
Or it's rolling around on the concrete somewhere.
Yep. Or someone threw it out.
Cement.
Someone
somewhere.
Someone threw it out
Cement
on
somewhere.
the cement.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cement.
Yeah, it fell out of their pocket and is flowing on the freeway somewhere.
Or they threw it away because they thought it was their 7-Eleven receipt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Jeff, do you say like Toyota? Are you one of those guys? There's
Toyota?
Toyota.
What?
people- Yeah, there's somebody. Oh, I got a Toyota. I'm like, what the fuck is a
I didn't even
Toyota?
had
a
no idea
Toyota?
what
I've
you were
never
even
heard
saying
that.
about a
A
Toyota.
Toyota.
He went
I've
back
Some
to
never-
people-
cement.
Yes,
I've never heard Toyota.
I've never heard that either.
I have too.
Is that a New
I've
York
heard it.
thing?
No,
Where that from?
country shit. Yes.
Let me hear you say car.
Fuck.
That's Boston.
No. What's
Let me say
Drag.
Car.
Let me hear you say car.
With the car.
Automobile. That's all good. Let's go get them lottery
He
tickets.
saluted you.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
You can have him do a phrase that's like, let me call you. Let me
Just
cool.
stop.
be cool.
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 Go down to the shore. Shore.
All
How
right.
you say
Let's
it?
fucking move on.
CWALL.
The worst thing is I've been here almost 18 fucking years and it
But
just
it's
don't
still there.
It hasn't
huh?
gone
It ain't going
Ain't
nowhere.
going nowhere.
Nah, I was almost 30 when I moved out, so it's already too much.
Oh, yeah.
It's all that.
Too
You're
long.
just done.
All right. Before we go any further, let's check this out.
What's up, guys? It's Kelvin from Dr. Greenthumb, West LA. We're here located at 12235 Wilshire Boulevard, just about 15 minutes away from Santa Monica Pier. We do have some daily deals going on always. We also have 20% off for your first time. So if you guys are in the area, come check it out. Come say hi to us, all right? Back to you guys at the studio.
Check out the Dr. Greenthumb's locations in California. Put up the address at the end of the show. Now, let's get into submissions.
All right, we got a bunch of submissions today. First one of the day here. We got this sent in by T. Lee, and he's asking you guys, what would you rather have, a horse kick to the face or a Tyson uppercut?
Ooh.
Neither.
Neither.
Yeah.
They'll both kill you.
I bow out respectfully.
Yeah, I'm buying that.
Oh, dude.
I think
Hey,
I'll take the Tyson.
Jake Paul might be feeling that uppercut.
We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, I know we have, Bear.
I mean,
have a
next-
What do you
feeling-
guys, how do you guys feel about that?
I just, with Tyson being 60, I worry about that a little bit, but he's Mike Tyson, man. You know what I mean? And he looked like he's in pretty doggone good shape
Yeah,
too.
like he's training
He's
for it.
training for a championship fight. You
Yeah.
know, and I don't know if it's for shits and giggles or if it's for real. And if it's for real, I'm taking the trained champion from that's who I'm going with. I'm going with Tyson.
That's what I'm saying.
If
What about
it's
you,
for
Bear?
real,
Yeah, if it's for real.
if it's for real, I just can't not go against Mike, man.
No.
Do you think that Jake will get more respect if Mike knocks him out? Because he's actually putting himself in there with a trained champion who is known to be a beast in his time.
I think he'll get more respect if Mike really fight him.
Yeah.
If it's not a show.
Right.
If he comes right out there and he's taking some shots.
Because if he wins, it's one of those things where it's like, well, you fought an old Mike.
Right.
Know what I mean? But I think if he loses, if Mike like puts him out,
I mean, it's Mike.
it's like people give him more props. Like, damn, he was willing to get in there with
Mike
Tyson.
Tyson. Right.
Still Mike.
Because none of us want to
I would never get
I
it.
wouldn't either.
I wouldn't.
I would never get, no matter how nice I
No.
thought I was with my hands.
No.
I would never
I
fool
think
myself.
I think that's one of the toughest guys I know right there.
Yeah, this
Where?
guy right
And
here.
he's saying
This guy.
you. And he's saying that he wouldn't get in there with
Yeah.
him.
I had opportunities to get in there with Mike back in the
Yeah,
day when
yeah.
Mike was coming
What?
up.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You want to spar?" And I went one time and watched him, and I'm like, "The hell no,
No.
No
hell
way.
no,
And if you would have called me beforehand and told me, I would have said, hell no.
hell no." That
Man, I was at
crazy.
2 fights in the past
No.
that I sat my ass on the seat and it was over and I got up and left.
Yeah.
It was that quick.
That fast. Yeah,
Yep.
Bobo and I saw it happen.
Yep. Saw that happen.
We saw that
Well,
happen. We went
Michael
to a Tyson
stinks.
fight.
If
and
Mike's serious,
If you blinked, it
Yeah.
was done.
I was at the Tillman and the Selden fight and
What
it was
about
over.
Spinks? That was like another
Oh.
45 seconds or something like
I
that.
think we were at
right.
the Tillman
Yeah.
fight.
We had to
Were you?
tell him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a quick one, man.
Yeah.
you guys gonna watch it? I know I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
it.
Or maybe it was the Selden fight. I can't
The
remember.
Selden fight was at MGM and the Tillman fight was Selden was at Caesars.
Yeah, Selden was at Caesars.
Yeah. That was my
No, we went to MGM.
UNLV trip, my recruiting trip.
Yeah.
So I had that and the number 1 game
Oh,
so I was
They
I was
treated you. Shit.
yeah, I was pretty much signed, sealed, delivered, man. My dad, played for Tarkanian.
Pops.
So
Nice.
and I've been knowing the whole coaching staff all through high school because we went to their team camps. My high school coach and Mark Workington, who was an assistant, God rest his soul, they were best friends. So I was pretty much a rebel.
You were there.
I was pretty much a rebel, and then that picture just
That picture, yeah. What were you going to say, Bobo?
I don't
He
know.
forgot. He forgot. Because I saw you, and then, it left.
my bad, Bobo.
Yeah, it went.
All right.
It went.
I was just going to show this real quick. He's so explosive back in the day.
Oh,
Still now, too,
yeah.
but
Hey,
That was the second.
Hey, and the thing is, he wanted to punish Larry Holmes because of what Larry Holmes had done to Mike to Ali. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ali was at that fight.
Bolton, can you look up how long it took him to beat
That
Spinks?
second hook was crazy.
70
Ooh.
seconds.
No, it was
Was it?
serious.
60 seconds. Sorry.
Okay, because I remember my father ordered that, and back then, like that was what was that, late 80s or something like that,
Yeah.
right? And so those fights were like $80 on pay-per-view.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were.
That was huge money. So my father had actually paid for it, had a bunch of people come over, and then it was over like that.
I'll tell you what, Michael
Hell
Speaks.
yeah.
Michael Speaks didn't even want to fight Mike Tyson.
He went in
had
there.
to.
He was
shouldn't have
scared.
won.
No, he was scared. You
He
could
had
tell-
to.
Yeah.
He had to fight him because
You saw
this-
it in his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yep.
scared.
Yeah, and then when he got hit for the first time, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just fall down because
I'm
this
done.
shit don't feel good. All right.
And then
Hell yeah.
the wind from the punch went by. Like, okay, I'm gonna get hit and I'm going
question
down.
though, on the same subject. What's Mike's cardio like at 60 years old? Like, say, I don't know how many rounds this fight is, but say
Right.
it's 8 rounds. Say this kid stays away from him for 4
I
or
hear
5
you.
rounds.
He's got
I mean, there's that part.
Yeah. If he
But
wears
I don't.
them out.
Listen,
That's the
you're
only.
talking about the guy who could cut off the ring on
I
most
know.
people.
It's Mike. I know.
But let's listen. And I'm one of the biggest Tyson fans in the world. But
But
realistically,
you're right, though.
check this out. Like you see his training videos, right? They
Mm-hmm.
look real good. But just remember, he had those same training videos. But when he came out in his last fight, It didn't translate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but
was slow.
that's because Roy Jones was on his bicycle.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to fight Mike. He was trying to box Mike because he don't want to get hit with none of that.
I don't think this kid. I think this kid's going to be on his bicycle.
Yeah, he's going to try to be. But
gonna
you know,
wear-
here's
try
the
to wear
thing:
him
is
out.
that
If you're
that
smart
Roy,
on your bicycle,
Right.
Roy Jones knows how to utilize the ring because that's
He's
what
a
he
pro.
did.
He's a champ.
Right.
Well, hear me out. He was a boxer. He wasn't necessarily a guy that's going to stand in the pocket with you. He's going to pick you apart and then deliver some knockout shit on you. Whereas Mike, he would stand in the pocket with you. He could box you too. I mean, he was pretty fast with a lot of those combinations and footwork.
Yes.
So he knows how to chase you. He knows how to cut you off. Now, cardio could be a factor, but again, if he's training
Which he is. Yeah.
like for a fight, like it's a real fight, that shouldn't be a problem. I don't even think it goes to 10 because it's like, you know, you have to have the experience to be able to run from somebody like that the whole fight.
Right.
You know, Floyd, he knew how to stay away from people that were coming for him.
Big time.
That's why no one ever touched him. Does Jake got that experience?
He's slow as hell too.
I don't know if he's got it against Mike, maybe against a lesser boxer or someone that's like maybe his, you know, the amount of experience, you know, in comparison, he may be able to run from someone like that, but a professional beast.
Yeah.
He's
I don't
He's
know.
slow, Jake Paul. Like if you watch him fight, he's not
Well,
quick.
I don't know if he's that slow.
I don't think
It's
he's
just
quick.
he doesn't have the experience.
He's not
I don't
that
think.
fast.
But we'll
experience mean a lot.
see. Experience
Yeah. Oh,
means
yeah.
a lot when you're fighting a champ.
And he's
the
been
next
fighting
champ.
basketball players and people who aren't
Yeah.
even real boxers.
Yeah,
Right,
it's a
right,
different world
right,
he's
right.
about to step into. So
A
that's
whole
what I'm
different
saying
world.
is
Yep.
that like I think he gains more respect if he loses.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not saying he should lose. I mean, you need to go in there to fight to
No,
win
go
every
fight.
time.
Yeah.
But if he wins,
if you lose, I think people give you more respect because like you were willing to put it on the line against one of the most dominant, most powerful heavyweights in our time.
like
Absolutely.
you said, if he wins, he's not going to get the credit for it.
I don't
Make
think
it
so.
a fix.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
All right, next.
We got to give a big shout to Cypress Hill. Back in Black came out 2 years ago on this day.
Yes.
2 years.
Thank you to Black Milk for producing this album. He did an incredible job as producer, and hence this is why we were calling it Back in Black, because it was produced by Black Milk. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's on every platform available right now, and possibly in our new sets this year, you might hear some Back in Black. New
Come
live
on.
set. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up in here, we got Element. Element's having some enchiladas.
Ooh, that looks good.
Enchiladas?
Ooh.
Enchiladas?
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas?
Enchiladas. Yeah,
That looks legit.
Yeah.
that
you
looks
eat,
really
you
nice.
eat stuff like that
Yes,
still?
every now and then, not all the time.
I try not to.
yeah, it's
It's
hard.
Yeah.
I'm gaining weight looking at it.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
it's hard.
Chicken enchiladas are my
It's hard.
are my weakness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm with you.
So I try to stay away and have them on the cheat days. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if I got a cheat day, I could work in. Boom, there you know.
Right.
Hell yeah.
It looked good though.
Oh man, yeah, it hurt me right now.
We got this sent in. The Pasadena police now have Teslas.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
you ain't getting away from them no time
Damn.
Unless the battery dies.
That's the
soon. Until the battery dies out.
Hey, you should
Hold
race
on,
them,
that's
Blaze.
South Pass.
Yo, no,
That's South Pass
Yeah,
right
that is
there. That ain't
South
Pass. That's South Pass.
Right. There's a big difference.
Race
Yeah,
them.
They don't
they
play
got the
out
money in South Pass.
there. They don't play out there though. And,
Yeah,
No.
they don't.
They
No.
don't, and they
Try
got money.
going from Pasadena to South Pasadena and see if they play.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why you don't hear much crazy shit happening in
No.
Pass or South Pass.
No.
Mainly South Pass.
It's definitely not happening Old Town all the way down
No
to
way.
South Pass. It's not happening.
Yeah,
Not
no.
in Old Town.
Nope.
No, they ain't
Sure
allowing
on the
no.
west part of it.
Yeah, that's like, we don't care how the rest of the state runs. We run it like this over here,
On the go.
and you ain't gonna fuck up in our town. That's that thing.
Man, if I had stayed in Pasadena before going to high school, I would have played high school ball with Stacey Augman, Wayne Womack, who went to Arizona, Daryl Scott, who went to San Jose State. They're all 6'8".
Yeah,
So that's three guys 6'8". They had you know, a couple of guys, 6'5" athletes. They had Derek Brown at the point guard. I mean, Perfect Polk at the back of it. Like, they were loaded.
Where'd you go to high
Pasadena
school?
had a program.
Pasadena.
Where'd you go to high school?
I ended up going to Glendora High. We moved out east, 20 minutes east of Pasadena.
That was if you would have stayed.
If I would have stayed, yeah, we were loaded.
That would have been a team.
Man.
We got this sent in, the Irish waterfall.
Okay.
What in the fuck?
The Irish waterfall, huh?
This must have happened yesterday.
Oh, it's cool. It's dropping the shot in. Yeah, I didn't see.
Wow.
They got people to drink all this shit, man?
Got somebody.
Why
I guess so. All that up. That's a mess.
Yeah, it is.
Bartender's having a good time with this shit after, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey.
Now start drinking. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Nobody's drinking.
What a fucking waste.
Kids.
No, those are like, are those on the house?
I don't, yeah, they better
That's
be.
how you
They
get
better be.
ants.
And they're like,
Yeah, look at all that liquor that got wasted right there.
You're
If I was like the boss, I'd be like, look at all that fucking liquor
right.
that's wasted on that.
Oh man.
It's on the house and on the.
It's on the house
Counter.
and on the
On the
bar.
Oh, that place is gonna stink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Oh,
supposed to hit it once that.
Some alcoholics are
Yeah,
crying over
nobody-
this because they see all
Well,
that
look at-
fucking alcohol
love
wasted right there.
As
you
soon
know?
as that shot goes in, you're supposed
Looks
to
like
get
a lot of the people like 80 years old.
Not your kind of party, huh?
No, I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
good
it looked
for
like
you.
Trace was over there.
Nope, no, that's not Trace. What are you
What
trying to
the
say? Trace
fuck,
ain't no
bro?
boy like that. What are you trying to
Come
say?
on.
Don't know, man.
Yo,
He's going to be here tomorrow. We're going to talk about this. All right.
We got a Smokestack Max saying celebrated St. Fatty's Day yesterday with these funky field tips. Shout to Be Real.
Hey.
Right on. Oh, yeah. Hope you celebrated safely on St. Patrick's Day. You know, didn't overdo it. You're not watching this with too bad a hangover. Look, if you have the means to get yourself an IV drip, you know, that'll bring you back faster. So, you know, you're suffering from a hangover.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
We say hope they made the work today.
We're not going to be critiquing that one.
All right.
We got a Stony McPodhead saying, yo, I made some RSO. Thought I'd mix in some CBD weed in there as well to make it a little bit better to handle, but for some reason it was much stronger.
Oh, I bet it was. I bet it was. See, when people try to be scientists themselves, that's what happens. Yeah. That little tiny gel cap right there, boom, bang.
Wow.
it's better sometimes to not be your own scientist and try to make concoctions by yourself.
GF, when you tried the RSO capsules or SHO that Cali Blaze gave you tried some, yes?
Yes.
Did you ever feel like your body temperature was going up?
No.
No?
I don't think I took enough.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you didn't.
You didn't. Yeah,
Because
you're-
if you had, you would have been
you're a big guy. You gotta take
affected in a real way.
No, I didn't think
real way.
I took a lot, but I didn't take enough.
Yeah. You looked at me like I said some shit. Looking at me. Snap like it's terrible.
I wonder what the milligrams you took was. Was it
Like 140, something like that.
yeah, he needs like
He's
250, 300 for him to
Yeah, he's
feel
a
that.
big boy right there.
Exactly.
How did you feel though? Did you feel anything?
I didn't feel anything.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
See? Yeah.
So it was just giving you like a medical benefit. You weren't feeling nothing.
No, I didn't feel anything.
All right,
But I didn't take enough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You know.
But
All
for
right,
a
now you
normal sized human being, they would have been having anxiety with it.
They would have been dealing with that.
Yeah.
They would have been having to
I'm
deal
a
with
normal
that.
size human
Yeah.
being.
No, literally body size and weight make a big difference. Like Dom, I'll give him, and Dom will replace. Come on. And because he knows he needs to ring
He
it.
could take a little bit more, yeah.
He's
But
got
if
a
you give
Bolton
that,
yeah, man, he'll die.
Bolton, we're taking to the hospital, and then we got to explain to his mother.
Let's try it out for science.
he was writing for science.
We got local Gringo. He's showing off KRS-One. He's saying 50 more years of hip-hop. We got the legend rocking the mic still, and he's asking the table, what are your thoughts on the future of the rap game?
It's always going to evolve
man.
Yeah.
in progress and sometimes regress. That's just the nature of it, you know. Like right now, there's a hell of a regression.
Right.
Yeah, it's a weird moment right now.
It is.
I
I
mean,
mean, you got rappers rapping off beat on purpose. This
Yeah.
is like, you know, This is not what it's supposed to be, but people are accepting this somehow. I cannot.
I can't either.
Yeah,
Me neither.
it's not something that I could tolerate. I cannot listen to someone not rapping on beat.
Yep.
Even if it's like in a different pocket, but it's on, I could deal with that. But like some of this shit you're hearing, like
And just some of the lyrics are just such trash.
that too.
The
That
beats.
too.
Hell, I don't even understand what
Yeah,
they're saying.
no, because it's like electric, not even auto-tune anymore. It's like even worse than auto-tune. It's just
Yeah,
terrible.
it just bothers me when it's really offbeat and off rhythm and
Like that
everything.
Blueface shit.
And especially like you're hearing the song, like y'all didn't hear this in the studio that this is off.
And no one told you.
Nobody told
the
you?
engineer didn't think to shift the vocals a little bit to
Right.
get it a little bit more on beat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
there has to be a standard, and there always was, and now they've lowered the standard.
Real low.
Yeah, it's very low. You know what I mean? That is the problem with music right now, with hip hop music. It's not so much any other genre other than ours, unfortunately. So, step your bars up, step your game up. No offbeat raps. Come on, work more. All right, next.
We got Will showing this off. I'm sure Blaze might know what this is. He's saying, dude, I just got a sick. Is it Uke Glass?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
From
for
Puffco Proxy Squat Lock.
So there's the proxy too. It's just a different thing. This thing is great. So you could take it out and pop it in like he has different glass pieces. So
That's
yeah,
dope.
That's a dope piece. And I think that just came out from.
Is that working right now?
Yeah. Would you want me to load you up,
I
bro?
would love a dab.
Got you, homie.
And Will is saying there's only 5 of these made that he was told.
Oh, there you go. So that's custom then.
Yeah, that would
Puffco has
sell
their
for a
own-
lot of money right there,
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah. Probably like $500.
Yeah.
That's just for the glass piece.
He's also saying, yo, B, I can't wait for Cypress Hill in Kansas City on April 26th.
Oh, we're playing there?
I was about to ask you that.
You don't say. Right on. I can't wait too, man. Kansas City is dope, man.
Missouri.
I mean, people were like asking, "Yo, you gonna be playing in town?" Right? I'm like, I don't know.
That's usually my answer.
Yes.
You usually know. You're slacking these days.
Yeah, I am. I'm. You
Don't
know,
be trying to take my spot.
I'm kind of like. I mean, I'm snapping in slowly but surely. But I have enjoyed a little bit of time off. But I know it's getting about that time to rock.
Yeah. I'm getting myself together for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man, I'm still tripping, man. I'm in here with some legends, man. I told you guys, man. I told you guys before, man. When we were in the back, I was like, man, I grew up on college, man. All we did was listen to y'all.
You got to
man.
come to one of the shows in L.A. this year, man.
Yeah.
We'll
That'd be
definitely
dope.
put you up on game. We'll let GF know too. That way he can come down.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. What was the last one you went to?
It's been a minute because I haven't
Yeah.
been able to walk.
Yeah, you're
So
immobile.
now I'm there.
So
Yeah.
you come to the next one.
Oh, I'm there. I'm there.
All right.
You're back and forth between Vegas and
Yeah,
here?
yeah,
That's
back
great.
and forth.
That's cool, man.
Word up. Yeah, we got to get you down. All right, what else you got?
This one's pretty good for today. We got Mike showing off. When Grandma finds out you want a pair of Jordans.
Oh, shut up.
Oh yeah, crochet champ.
Oh, man, I could see Bolton rolling in
Hell
with,
yeah.
with these right here.
Creativity at his
My
best.
grandma made these for me.
My grandmama made me.
Oh, Bolton will wear those with confidence.
Those would
Hey,
be comfy to wear around the
I'll
house.
tell you
Hell
what,
yeah.
Grandma did a great fucking job. I'll
Heck
tell you
yeah.
that. Look at that.
I agree.
Nike Knit Force Ones.
Did
Yeah.
Force One, son.
That was a good one.
Next up in here, also, we got Balls Mahoney showing off the state of Maine.
The state of Maine. All
Maine.
right.
That's Maine.
Mine.
Maine.
That's Maine.
What's up,
We're
man?
going down.
Hey man.
Hard out here on a pimp.
That's right.
Hey,
And the last one up here so far, we got Grant. He's showing off him smoking weed with some seagulls.
All right.
Pass it to the goals.
Sounds like a punk rock group, Smoking Seagulls.
You should have thrown the roach.
He
That's
probably
what I was
did.
about to say. Throw
Yep,
the road.
throw him the roach.
Yeah,
Like,
throw on the
throw
roach.
a
Probably
glass
pick that
dish.
shit up.
Yeah.
Need a funky in there.
Seagulls are like some scavenger
they'll eat
motherfuckers, I'll
anything.
tell you
Oh,
what.
nasty
Yep.
bird. They're
Yeah.
worse than pigeons.
Let me tell you something.
They're like rats of the
Sorry,
sky.
Mike, you didn't hear that.
If you, I don't know if it's like this out here. Do you guys have a lot of seagulls at the beach?
No,
Because in New York, like you go to the beach, I swear to God, you take out your food, they attack you. They'll literally hit you knock it out of your hand and take it.
Yeah, I mean they're on
You'll
our
get
beaches,
robbed,
but
bro.
they found different places to get their food. Like there's places where they'll be battling with crows to get into a dumpster or whatever food.
Coney Island or
It's
Rockaway
crazy.
Beach, you'll get killed by those seagulls.
You
for a
see
hot
these
dog.
big ass crows and these
Yeah.
big ass seagulls like scrabbing around for food. It's crazy. All right, what else? Was that it?
Hey, yo, what's up? It's Everlasting. You're watching the highest show in the world.
Yo, what's up? We're Escape, and we was just rocking with the Dr. Greenthumb Show, the highest show in the world.
Yeah, man, it's Jeezy World about to be on the Dr. Greenthumb Show, highest show in the world. You heard?
Dr. Greenthumb Show, man. You already know what it is.
What's up, y'all? It's Lil Cece. I'm on the Dr. Greenthumb Show, the highest show in the world.
What's happening? It's G Perico at the Dr. Greenthumb Show, the highest show in the world. Tune in right now.
Big shout out to Be Real TV from Jesse Borrego and Crucito. Los Vatos Locos forever.
Word up. Hey, real quick, did you guys? I mean, maybe Bobo saw this because he watches Stank Ass too. But on KTLA this morning or last night, they were showing this chick who was being chased, and ended up that she drove into the ocean.
Oh,
like
I saw
purposely.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
wasn't that over in Marina Del Rey or something like that?
yeah.
Venice.
Like, how'd she think this was gonna end?
Wow. It wouldn't be a show without a stank ass quote.
Oh, yeah, you have to have a stank ass in there. You know what I'm saying?
She had 2 dogs with her in the car.
Yeah.
Wow.
They had to fish her out of the water.
What was she getting chased for? Like carjacking
I
type
don't
of
know.
thing? Like what? Why would you drive into the ocean?
Yeah, that's the thing. The dogs are tripping.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
What was she? I mean, what outcome was she looking for?
I don't know, man.
She was trying to escape, and she thought driving in the ocean was the best option. You know what I'm saying?
Thought she had a.
Are they still in the car right there, or are they already out?
She might be out.
Agent 009 instead of 007.
Exactly.
Yeah. She thought her car could go aquatic, son.
Uh-oh. Is that
But
the
she was-
Popo?
No, that's probably them out in the water.
No, that's her.
Hey.
Yeah, she's
They,
out
they,
of the car.
they fished her ass out. They're like, nah, bitch.
Put
You're not
your
going nowhere.
hands up.
And that's Marina Del Rey. There's some great whites there. I'm out. Whoa, what's that? Oh, no. It's a lot.
You thought it was
I was like, yo.
She's gonna die.
Yo.
that would have been a crazy scenario, though, right?
man.
They're fishing her out, and Jaws comes up and works.
Because at first it looked like, oh man, she's done.
She's going to get it.
Hey, but who's to say there wasn't? Because it's
They definitely were. They're just not biting her. They're there, though.
It's nighttime. You know what I mean? You can't see.
Nah, man.
I don't
She's
play
crazy.
with the ocean.
I hate the ocean.
Yeah,
at night,
nah, I
bro.
don't play with it. So you don't go on cruises, huh?
No.
I mean, neither.
I've
Me
been to a
neither.
couple, but
I never
I haven't
done
been in any lately.
Yeah,
No.
I refuse. I can't do it.
Nope.
I don't want to be stuck on the water.
Nope.
No.
If that boat goes over, I'm putting a rock on my thing and sinking because I'm not panicking up there. I'm like, I'm ending this quick.
I was
Just go-
seasick one
Going
time.
down.
That was enough.
Cement shoes, and I'm going right down.
Cement, yeah.
shoes.
Cement shoes.
You know, you would try to find something to float with, but goddamn it, man. I mean, still, you're gonna find something to float on. But what happens when that water gets rough?
My
and
doggy
you lose
paddle.
it?
My doggy paddle will only last for so long.
But there's certain lengths my doggy paddle.
Doggy
don't go
paddle.
The doggy paddle will not last all that long.
You're going to doggy sink, doggy paddling out there.
every stroke. Yeah, man. All right. We're about to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. But before we do that, remember this after this show is a mix show. My man C-Los and myself are going to do the video mix popping off on Twitch right after this. B_real TV is the place. And also if you got our, a membership to our home site, www.breal.tv, you could watch this from there as well. But Twitch is the place. Come get down with us for the video mix. And also, just to announce to y'all, Fridays is going to be exclusive to Be Real TV 2 and the home site. So make sure you log into Be Real TV 2 on Fridays for the mix. All right, with that, let's open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. That means y'all got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion. We're here for it.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. We got Bree asking Tracy, when did you become a fan of WWE, and when did you and The Godfather become good friends?
I've been a fan. My cousin in Godfather knows my cousin. He knew, God rest his soul. He controlled the TV on Saturdays, right? And Sundays and, pay-per-views and stuff like that. So at first I didn't start off as a fan, but after watching it and sitting there with him, it grows on you, right?
Yeah.
You start understanding it. Then I first met Godfather and Undertaker and everybody that came through, Rikishi and everybody, Yoko. We were at, it was fresh off the 94-95 championship with Houston. They were doing baseball diamonds back then. So I'm like,
right.
WWE?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Is right here in my backyard in Rancho Cucamonga? Let me go over here. So this is before the big trailer trucks with everybody's picture on it, before the security and everything.
Yeah.
So I go to the window and I was like, hey, I'm so-and-so. I just wanted to see, say hello to the guys back there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, going in the dugout. They're back there. I'm like, really? So I walk back there cautiously because they're known to whoop your ass if you come back there and they don't know who you are.
Right.
So I knocked on the door. Somebody said, come in. Everybody's back there getting ready for the show. And I walk in, and the first two people I see is Bear and Godfather and Taker.
Call me Bear.
Okay.
I
don't know if everybody know you.
Yeah.
So So it's like I see those two, and they're like, "Hey!" And that's when Kevin Nash was Diesel at the time. He was a basketball player. Bear played basketball.
Yeah.
Taker played basketball. So I they invited me in, and from that point forward, I've been. I was able to, my cousin was born with spina bifida, so I was able to help him meet his heroes,
Right.
and then meet some really good people who are my brothers to this day.
Right.
So that's how it all came.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Did they try to recruit you and get you in the ring?
It was one time, Kishi asked me one time, he goes, hey, man, you need to go ahead and get in the ring. I'll train you. I said, man, my body is beat up. I don't need to be up in there right now. No, all you got to do is be big. Bear said it a couple times. Yeah. Taker said it one time. I was like, man, have you ever thought about doing this? You're around all the time. I'm like, it would be cool to be on the road with you guys, but I don't know if I can take that. Yeah, I can't take the bumps.
Well, that was the 90s, right?
Yeah. And I had already had my share of injuries.
Yeah.
There's no way I would have been able to do a 15-year career and then have him slam me.
Oh, yeah.
Or shoulder break me.
That you would have had no healing time. Nowhere.
Zero.
Also at that time, we have drank a lot of whiskey and played a lot of dominoes.
Right.
Which is not good for inflammation.
No, but yeah, we definitely played a lot of dominoes, man.
Yeah.
And
I heard he was
had
telling
our
me
share
he
of
whooped
whiskey.
his ass just recently.
Yeah, he tried to chase me last weekend. He's like, hey man, we need to play some dominoes. And I was up there for
He's humble. He kicked my ass.
I was there for the
NCAA
for the Pac-12 tournament last week, and I was just so doggone busy. But we got together and we were talking and we were trying to get to play some dominoes, but it never happened. So I ended up going to see him at the show. But I'm pretty sure he's probably going to sit down after this and say, "Hey, I have some bones. We're going to sit here and play."
Next time you come back, we gotta have a game because we play.
He can play.
Oh yeah,
I know you.
Oh,
know.
we know.
You guys, yeah. I've heard about you guys' games.
Oh yeah,
you guys go at it.
Yeah, we do. We talk a lot of shit. Too. I mean, it comes with the table, right?
That is Mr. Shit.
Mr. Shit.
Oh, I don't talk shit.
Oh.
And I always tell the
Mr. I
truth.
don't really
always
know how to play.
Mr. I don't know how to play. That's the thing. He tries to act like he don't know how to play every time we play, and we've been playing with him for years.
Hand.
Yeah, excellent strategy.
That's a great strategy. But we already know it.
Look on his face.
All right.
My brother.
We got a Red Bull dude asking the Godfather, who's the toughest wrestler you ever faced?
That question's hard because what do you mean by tough? Like strongest, the baddest, the hardest? I mean, I think one of the toughest wrestlers I ever faced is Cactus Jack, Mankind.
Yeah.
I mean, because
he could take everything.
He couldn't fight his way out of a bar. But I couldn't do any of the stuff that he's done in wrestling.
Man.
From falling off the top of cages. So, I mean, what's tough? Is it tough with your hands?
He was the king at putting other guys over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in big ways.
In a big way, yeah, like
yeah.
iconic wrestling ways. You know what I mean?
Rock went to town on him with that chair, man. Holy moly!
Yep, that and then Taker putting him through the top of the cage.
Remember that?
I mean, that's gnarly.
He's
right
been
there.
doing that all his career. When
Yeah.
he was Cactus Jack back in Dallas days and Memphis days. He was doing it back then.
Have you ever read his book?
No.
His book is really cool. Like,
What, Have a Good Day? That
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, it's a really good
I'm
book.
gonna have to do that.
Yeah, no, he's a cool dude too, man.
Yeah.
He's like really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you need it.
You need this?
You're not there. You're not going to use it.
Yeah, he's like, give it a minute.
You're not going to use it.
Bring it.
That's a battery right there. Here, let me just give you another head start right there. Right.
Next up in here, we got Michael H. He's saying Zion is a beast. Dude is built like an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, and he jumps like Vince Carter almost. I mean, to be that size and have that type of athleticism. And honestly, his height, he's probably about my size.
You think he's going to leave New Orleans at some point?
I don't know.
Because it's a lot of pressure on him over there.
It's going to be a lot of pressure on him anywhere. Because
right?
he came out with the hype that he had, right?
Yeah.
He
got to lead a team to a conference final at least somewhere.
I think he's going to have to do like Barkley had to do, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like Barkley was playing in Philadelphia at 300 pounds, right? And he was running and jumping and like crazy, right? Barkley got down, when he got to Phoenix, he got down to 265, between 260 and 265, and took his teams to the finals, right? And he had less wear and tear on his body the lighter he was.
The lighter
right?
he was, yeah.
So if Zion is going to last a very, very long time in this league and still continue to run and jump like he does,
got to drop some of
he's
that
got to
weight.
drop a little bit. Yeah. And I'm saying this with all due respect because I like what the kid brings.
It would be better for his joints too.
Absolutely. Or he don't want what I have already. You know, he don't want that hip replacement yet.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight.
Comes a lot
down
sooner
on all them joints: the knees, ankles, hips, back, all that.
Back.
Know all about it.
Yeah.
I know you do.
We got Josh asking the Godfather. He's saying Roman Reigns actually reminds me of Taker. Do you agree?
No, not really.
How?
I mean, how does he?
Not at all.
Not at all, really.
How tall is he? Is that what he means by height?
No, he's not that tall. He's only like 6'2", 6'3". I don't know.
I don't see any of that.
I don't see any, none at all.
I would like to know in what way he was referring.
Yeah,
you know, that would have,
his record or his, I mean, they're two separate characters.
Yeah.
The
Right.
Undertaker's
Two different
7
sizes
inches
too.
taller.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean-
absolutely.
Next up in here, we got Utah Hockey saying, how about the NBA actually enforces the rules nowadays? The traveling is ridiculous, and I try to coach my kids, and traveling is strictly enforced all through college. And he's saying NBA, it is out of the window. He's saying the kids look up to NBA players.
This is what people don't understand. What does it say after the NBA goes off? Look at the credits. It says NBA entertainment.
And it's
Ooh, there it is, right
It's
there.
entertainment.
And
I tried to tell the kids in our AAU program that asked me about the NBA, look, if you can put asses in seats, the NBA is for you.
Right.
If you don't have a big following and you're not talented and you can't create more followers and you can't sell jerseys and you can't put asses in seats, then the NBA is not for you.
Right.
It's, in my opinion, the real basketball stops in college. You know, because, they enforce the traveling there, you know, and it's just different. You still have, the entertainment factor is unbelievable once you step up into that realm. You know, you got showmen up there, and the fans don't come there to watch you call a traveling call on somebody. They want to see this guy go over somebody and dunk the basketball.
But they're taking like three. I've seen.
No,
like
I'm with you. I'm with you.
ridiculous Steps.
I feel like some of the refs too now these days are a little inexperienced. You know, like
can't miss that.
it's a new group, new
got-
generation, new blood.
You got to let them, find themselves as well. It's no different than a young player coming into the league trying to find themselves. It's the same way, and then you develop relationships because everybody is around each other all the time.
Right.
That's why you see that. I mean, guys are really comfortable to talk to the officials any old kind of way because they're with each other all the time, right? And everybody knows each other, and sometimes that can cross the line of disrespect.
Was there ever a referee that was hard on you every time you saw him going to call one of your games? You were like, oh, this fucking guy.
No, but I know that every time I was with Clyde Drexler and we saw Jake O'Donnell, it was a rough game for Clyde.
Right.
He had a couple of fouls and he was sitting down. It was he would call it out before. Oh man, this guy is refereeing, and me and him don't quite see eye to eye. And then before you know it, 2 quick ones and he's sitting down.
Yeah.
But when you have that type of relationship with an official, it's like it's best just to try to not give them any energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just keep playing.
I never had problems with officials because I knew my role. My role was I'm not. People are not really there to see me. My job is to keep the game going until when the stars are resting until they come back in.
Yeah.
Keep the game close.
Yeah.
Do my job and keep the game close. And then when the guys come back in, if I'm still out there, help them win. If I'm not, then cheer the guys on.
Boy, people that don't know, Tracy could shoot.
Oh, I know.
Tracy could shoot.
Oh, we know.
Well, you know what? A lot of people don't understand that, the entertainment factor is like the lottery picks are the ones that they push, right?
Yeah.
So, everybody in the league can play. And people mistake the people sitting on the end of the bench or on injury reserve as guys that suck or can't play. And that's not the case. They're still one of the 450 best players in the world, right?
Yeah.
So at the beginning, my first 3 years, I didn't play that much. So you hear that little chatter when you come back to the LA Summer Pro League. Yeah, he sucks. He's sitting on the end of the bench. I'm like, okay, come guard me.
Yeah.
They get that 35-40 piece in the summer league, and they're thinking a little bit different now.
Yeah.
I had to pay my dues. I had to get to a situation that valued me, and now you see me play. But it's hard. It's hard breaking through that ceiling to where you get breaking into the rotation to where you play on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
You got to last your first couple of years. You got to last past that.
You got to be patient till you get that break.
Yeah, and you got to continue to work.
Yeah.
And you can't be getting on the coach's nerves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had a bad reputation of being a brat. You know what I mean? It's like I started my whole career all the way through. Not only do I come off the bench for the first time when I get to the NBA, I don't play.
That's
for a 20-year-old guy to take that. It's hard.
Yeah.
Right.
The ego.
Right. Ego.
That, yeah.
Pouting and that's you can't do that. It's a grown man's game. It's a business.
Yeah.
Know your role.
Yeah. I did not understand the business part of it.
Yeah.
When I played. I'm a hooper.
Yeah.
I was always told, you kick somebody's ass, you get playing time.
Right.
And that's not the case.
Yeah.
You got to pay your dues. You got to continue to work your way up. You got to last past that first contract. Once you do, and you've established yourself as a worker and they respect, then you start getting a little bit more time. Then, you're not going to work your way to the top 2 spots. It ain't going to happen. They already got those people. But you can work your way into a pretty good career.
Right. You got to be willing to play the role.
Right.
Yeah. Word up.
We got STL Batman saying, yo, happy birthday to C- and welcome back to Godfather. Love you guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Man, I always love to get back here. Always.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We got Ron up in here asking Tracy, were players smoking a lot of weed during your time in the NBA, and were you guys drug tested often?
Drug tested all the time, yes. I don't know the percentage of guys that were smoking because I wasn't one of those guys, when I played. So I didn't know who was doing what.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm sure guys
it was
were.
being done, yeah.
I'm sure guys were, yeah, of course. I mean, we all remember in the 70s when the Phoenix Suns team got popped and they were on the Sports Illustrated for the cocaine and stuff.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
right. So it's not like it doesn't happen, right?
And everybody knew that the Cap smoked weed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, it's people
Is it
do
legal
it.
now?
It's legal everywhere, right? No, not everywhere.
No,
but
in the NBA, is it legal?
Well,
in
I think-
NBA, I don't
They
think
stopped testing, I
they don't
think.
test anymore.
Right.
They
They,
don't
they
test
tested
wrestling
when we
anymore.
did.
Yeah.
When we were there, they tested. I don't think they tested.
Yeah,
anymore.
Lamar Odom got caught out there. J.R. Ryder got caught out there.
Right. There's a
few
lot
other
of people
person-
got caught out there.
Now they changed it for the NFL as well too. They're not testing for that.
Yeah, because
there's-
I think they realized there's you
Better
know,
than Oxy. Let them have a
Yeah.
little weed before they
Right.
go to bed instead of popping pills.
It's
Honestly, I think that's better than alcohol.
It is of
absolutely
course.
and
I mean,
pharmaceuticals.
And
Much better.
pharmaceuticals.
Right. I
Absolutely.
mean, you have people crashing their cars every day with alcohol.
Well, when you think about it, a lot of the states that cannabis is legal or decriminalized in, it's in a state where a professional team lies. You know, there's going to be players that partake,
Right.
whether it's edibles or tinctures or
Right.
flour or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I think it's in their best interest to like wipe that shit off because it ain't really a drug like that. And I think times change, man. It's legal in your state and decriminalized. Why punish the players?
And it's
Right.
not like it's a performance enhancing drug. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
It's for relaxation, for them to chill, let their body heal up. It's not like it's giving you an edge.
Oh, Matt Barnes came in here and he was talking about, I smoked through my collegiate career before the game.
Yep.
Smoked when I was, as a pro. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And
That's my little bro.
I was like, wow, because you just never know these type of things. You hear about it, but like to have someone who has, been playing from collegiate level to pro on a high level. I mean,
Literally a high
Barnes.
level.
Well, you know how it is with the NBA though. It's like image is everything, and so they try to keep people whatever they're doing behind the curtain. And so it's just more out in the open now.
Yeah, they don't want to
where
stay in the
guys are
game
doing.
back then.
Right.
Right.
It was that was the David Stern era. You
Yeah.
know, it's like he was. You do anything wrong and it's a fine. You know, so guys were kind of discreet and kind of laid back, but they were fine for it for sure.
They had to be discreet.
Yeah, they had to.
These days, a little bit more open, and you see more athletes coming out and saying, I smoke for this reason or that reason. And
Right.
it's cool stories when you hear them.
And a lot of them say too, I like to smoke because I don't have a hangover the next day. I can go
Right.
train
And a lot
and
of 'em-
enjoy at night, and I'm not beat up and mentally.
Right. A lot of them saying is their bodies feel good.
Correct.
So I
It
mean,
helps. It's helped me. I mean,
Yeah,
it got,
you told
at
me that.
27 years
Yeah.
old, it got me off of a lot
Right.
of stuff.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
if you do a whole night of drinking, the next day you're shot. Your body hurts. You feel
Yeah,
like
that hangover is not
Yeah.
good at all.
No
Yeah,
way.
hangovers are with the effects that the pharmaceuticals have on you when you're having to take that to deal with your pain or whatever it is.
Quick question: were you there that night that I was on that Undertaker show
Which one?
in Vegas?
Yeah.
That I was. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
The infamous.
I didn't remember if you were there or not that night.
The
Why are you
infamous.
laughing?
Of course, you don't remember anything.
I don't. No, I don't.
I don't. I'm gonna act like I don't remember anything.
Oh, he told.
No,
me.
it was. I you know me. I'm there with the boys, so I'm having a good time. I'm cracking up at you guys, but yeah, man, it was funny to me. I was dying. You guys were funny,
They
dog.
were dying.
Tap that bottle, boy.
Man, they tore that bottle up.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. You'll see me drinking no more.
We're hiding the bottles. All right.
We got K-Mac asking everybody at the table, how do you guys feel about the one and done rule in the NBA? Do you think players should be able to go straight to the league like years prior?
I think they should be able to, because I think they're wasting time or wasting a year on a guy that don't want to be there in the first place. Just let the kid go, man. Don't I mean, he has no interest in getting a degree. He has no interest in going to school. Just let the kid go. Why not let the kid, if he's good enough? Why not let him go in there and achieve?
We got
his
some of the
dream?
great players in the game this way.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
you shouldn't have to
I'm
be a
in the
scholar.
league and I'm seeing LeBron, Tracy, Jermaine, Kobe. I'm seeing all of these guys.
Kevin Garnett.
Al Harrington, Big Perk. All of these dudes were high school kids.
Yeah.
They came in there, they learned, they won, they became Hall of Famers.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of them got rings.
You don't
Right.
need to have college to be a good basketball player or athlete in general.
But some people are just built for it.
Yeah.
You know
Just
what?
gotta let them go.
When you think about it, it's like no fallback plan. So like I cannot fail. I gotta like put my motor to like this is it right here.
I'm like, I was like that. I put all my eggs in that basket. Like they say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. All my eggs was in that basket. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think sometimes you have to though in order to flourish in there.
Yeah, you're not gonna allow yourself to fail.
Because because I think sometimes when you have that fallback plan, that's deeply rooted in the back of your mind. Like I might fail, so I have this. And when you put that I might shit in there,
You're gonna fail.
You might fail. Yeah.
If you're doing something, you're going all in. You shouldn't have a plan B. 'Cause
Right.
You won't accomplish it.
You won't.
That plan B means I'm not going all in here. You need to get rid of plan B.
Right.
If you
Right.
really think you're gonna make it, no.
That's
plan
true. Someone asked me a question the other day. Like, who was it? It was a comedian that came in here.
Oh, Martine.
Yeah, no, not Martine. It was Concrete. He asked me, "Did you have a backup plan in case this rap shit didn't work?" I'm like, "Damn, that's a good question." No, I didn't.
Right.
Because I didn't see nothing else. It had to be it.
Right.
Why you were so
And
successful.
and you know, I think you're right. I think if they have the ability and their mindset is right and they can do it, hey, allow them to do it because they can achieve greatness.
Right.
The guys that you know, they have the parents that are like hands strong on them and they're gonna have to do the 1 year. I mean that is what it is. But like the parents are cool with it.
Yeah. The rules right now is that they have to at least stay with one. They need to go back to the old rule. Just let them go in.
You think Bronny's only going to do the one and come in and try to play with the Lakers? Because he ain't going to draft high.
I don't know. And you know that one right there. I just wish that people would just let the kid be a kid.
He should.
Let him figure it out. Right. Let him figure it out.
Yeah, because he's just trying to gain his make his way. You know
Right.
what I mean?
He's trying. He's got the toughest job in the world, being named LeBron James Jr.
At USC, no less.
At USC in Los Angeles, where not too far away from where his dad plays.
Yeah.
Like
that's a lot of pressure,
man.
That's a lot of pressure.
And then dad's saying he can play on this team right now with the team I got. So,
oh man,
that and that's pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
That's pressure.
That you know that could make some of your teammates feel salty.
Yeah, it can, and you don't understand the pressure that you're putting on your son.
On your son, yes.
And I love both of those dudes, man. And I've been knowing LeBron since I played against him when he was a rookie, man. Great dude. Met Bronny a couple of times this year. Great kid. I wish him the best. But man, I just want that kid to just enjoy whatever his journey is and not feel that pressure, because it's a lot of it.
To live up to your father's
absolutely
shit, when your father is LeBron James.
Right.
I mean, that's not easy.
You gotta live up to king shit, man.
Yeah. But he'll make his way, man.
Yeah.
He'll make
everybody does.
Yeah.
And it's like, to talk about the one and done thing for a second. I mean, back then you didn't see it much when I was playing, right?
You had to do 3 at least.
Do 3.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I promised my parents I'll get my degree, but they knew I was on the 3-year plan.
Yeah.
I'm not staying here past 3 years.
You'll come back and get it.
I will come back and get it. Right. If I put myself in position where I can go, I'm out.
Right.
That's always been my mentality, because that was my dream.
That's the belief too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, everything, every step from junior high school to high school, what you do in high school, becoming a McDonald's All-American, leading the nation in scoring, California State Player of the Year, all of this stuff were all steps.
Yeah.
To closer to that 3-year mark.
Yeah.
Start the second half of this season, all Pac-10 through all freshmen and both all Pac-10 my sophomore junior year, 91 Pan American team. So it's like I represent the United States. So it's like all of these steps. It's like I'm trying to get out of here in 3.
Yeah. And you got to do all those steps.
Right. Absolutely.
There ain't no skipping none of that shit.
No, you got to put yourself on that radar to be seriously considered. Like you don't leave unless you're a first rounder. Back then.
Something to think about, y'all.
You got people leaving after their second rounders, and guys are not being drafted, and I just go through the G League. That's a grind, man.
That's the grind too.
That is a grind. Going through the G League.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Tough. I coach there, so it's tough.
Yeah.
So
It
that's
is
kind of like
tough.
making it a little more difficult for yourself, right?
Yeah, you really putting yourself up against it, playing there. And then you got to look at, okay, if I'm in the G League, how do I get to the league? Okay, I'm not going to get there through scoring. They got their guys.
Yeah. You got to be able to do all the other shit.
I got to be either the best defender on the team,
Right.
the best rebounder, or I got to shoot the shit out of the basketball and be able to do everything else pretty good.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be the guy.
Yeah.
If you're averaging 25, 30 points a game in the G League, you're not making it up to a main roster.
Yeah.
Not happening.
There's only a few that made it onto a starting spot.
Very few.
Yeah. Tough one.
Yeah.
All right.
We got Utah asking, be real, was it concrete or cement that asked you that question?
Cement is his cousin.
Cement.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
We got Chili Enchilada asking, be real, I am Be Real's kryptonite. That's what he's saying.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
And we got Josh back up in here saying, Roman has that dark vibe and he's methodical.
Oh, okay.
The wrestler?
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns.
Okay.
He's got a dark vibe and he's methodical.
Okay.
I guess that's the similarity to Taker.
Okay. All right.
He's got a dark vibe and he is also methodical.
Apparently.
All right.
I mean, okay.
That doesn't change your mind, huh?
No.
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 Don't see it.
We got Funky Doobie asking Godfather, do you remember Darren is it Drozdov?
Drozdov.
Drozdov.
Yes, I knew him well.
Any memories or stories with him?
I know one time somehow him and Prince Albert were a tag team.
I remember.
And somehow they lost the match with me where they had to dress up like hoes.
Oh, man.
And they came.
Oh, man.
They came down to the ring. Prince Albert, who's like 6'8", 360 pounds, and Droz all tatted up with everything and the piercings.
Yeah.
They had to come to the ring.
Oh,
and the sad part about it is everybody was like, Prince hated it, but Droz was like digging it, man. He's like, I think this is cool, man. Yeah. So.
The Aton of the bunch.
Good guy. Good guy.
We got Utah Hawk saying, Godfather, saw you last night on Dark Side of the Ring talking about Road Warriors and time with Vince at a titty bar, having all the superstars doing finishing moves. Great story.
Swear to God. I swear to God. Last night, I'm talking about, okay, I'm going to leave at this time in the morning to come do the show and this and that. And I'm like, oh, Dark Side of the Ring. And I'm like, oh, Road Warriors, let me check it out. And I put it on there, and I'm talking to my wife, and all of a sudden I pop up, and I'm like, oh, hell. I had no idea I was even on there.
And then the strip club story starts, huh?
Yeah, well, it was done. They had filmed me for a lot of the episodes of Dark Side of the Ring. They asked you a bunch of questions. They were all done at Cheetahs and lots of strip club.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, what you're talking about Vince did, that's a true story. Vince took everybody's finish in a strip club. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Took the Road Warriors where they put you up on the shoulder. And
Yeah.
I was there.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
We got Sarah saying, yo, B, this is the best show ever on YouTube. Cypress Forever.
True that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
And we got Weed S also saying, yo, B, come on, where's C- in a sports ball commentary?
Up there.
Yeah.
He was up there ready to add stuff.
Taking notes.
Taking notes on the sports ball.
And the last one so far, we got Miss Angelique saying, oh, snap, big shout to the Godfather. Hope all is well.
Doing great, and thank you. You'll see more and more of me.
Word up. Thank you for the interactions and the submissions. Keep them coming to brealtvcontest@gmail.com. We thank you for taking this time and being here with us, and we want to thank Tracy Murray for sitting in with us. First time of many times. GF back on the table.
Yes, yes.
And lots of love to both of you, man. You got any shout-outs, Trace?
Just shout out to you, man, for in Cypress Hill, man. I mean, as I said again, college, man. We were bumping you guys like crazy, man. So thanks for having me on, and shout out to my big bro Godfather over there for getting in my ears like, hey, man, when are you available? So I mean, shout out to everybody here. And shout out to everybody that's watching.
Right
You know,
on.
I appreciate everybody. Thanks for having me on.
That's what's up. How about you, Bobo?
All right. Catch me on socials, on Twitter X at Eric Bobo, IG at Eric_Bobo, also on Discord, Insane Asylum, and Bobo's Corner. Thank you, Tracy, for coming on through, man. Great time with you, GF, as always. Everybody here at the table. Also, coming up on Saturday, Astor Club, Cypress Junkies, going down for the Bobo Bongo Jam that's going to be going down on the 23rd, 8 o'clock. Tickets are going to be available. I know Blaze will let you know a little bit more about that. And to all the people that support, thank you. Discord mods. And Snacks Tonight, we say, buddy.
Shout out the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout out to The Dominator and B-Movie tomorrow night, hosted by Eric Bobo and the Asylum Discord. Get ready. What's up, C-?
Shout out to the Treehouse crew. Shout out to everybody over at the table. Shout out to Snacks. He's been keeping me company. He's pretty cool. Shout out to everyone that watches. You can follow me at C-Fan4 on all social medias. And I will see you soon. What up, Blaze?
Not much. Shout out to Tracy, GF. Great time today with you guys. Bobo B, everybody at the table. 5150s, Insane Asylum for the Bobo Bongo Jam. If you go to right now, it's up on my page, Bobo's page, Cypress Hill page. There's an RSVP email. Hit it up. They're very, very limited tickets. We actually might do some ticket giveaways during the week this week as well. But definitely put in your RSVPs now because they're going quick. Thanks, guys. Much love.
Shout out to everybody at this table. Be Real Tracy. Thank you for coming, man. That was a good time. Everybody at this table, everybody upstairs, the Insane Asylum. Follow me at The Godfather on Instagram. I'm just getting back out there on the road at the end of this month. So check me out, man. I'm going to be out there. Come out there and get on that smoke train with me.
Let love guide you always. Swallow that.
BeReal.tv